Let's get it.
Welcome to the round table, ladies, let's go. It's the grown folks lounge. Miss Renee, another great show. Hot topics if you got them, ayy, let's talk about it. Just keep it simple and clean. You ain't gotta argue about it. Always keep it 100. It ain't nothing but good vibes. Staying true to yourself, you can make it past the live. If ain't nobody said they love you, just remember that she said another day we still living. Show some love to the family. Going live, so subscribe. Let her know that you was there. If you catch the replay, leave a comment, like and share. You ain't gotta have a rant. The support still the same. And she with that goofy shit, put respect on her name. It's that grown folks talk. This It's that grown folks talk. It's that grown folks talk. This It's that grown folks talk. Respect on her name. Put respect on her name. Put respect on her name. Yeah.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Today's Wednesday, June the 31st, 7:05, my time. I want to say what's up to everybody that's in the bushes, mountaintop, and cloud. I see you looking with your looking ass. Drop down and speak. Yeah, say what's up to my good people up in here. Don't just be sitting in the bushes. Even my haters can say something. I'm cool with it. And you know what? I don't even have no haters in 2024. I'm no most definitely don't have no haters in 2024. So if I was hating on you or you was hating on me in 2023, that's where I left that shit at. So we starting over fresh. So I'm saying, oh Lord, my household. I'm um I'm looking for women to hit the table. I mean the table tonight, because this is something that we need to talk about. We need to talk about this. We're talking about teens with depression and suicidal. Yeah, thoughts. I should have put thoughts up there. But it's something that no, don't run, John. No, don't run. Oh no, don't run. Yeah, we I'm looking for some ladies to hit the panel. Oh, I already know. Tiara, hit the panel. I shouldn't have to tell you to hit the panel. Any other ladies that are in here that want to hold this conversation for today, for tonight? Yeah, yeah. Hey, everybody in the chat, y'all. So, like the main ones that be on the panel, yeah, they late. I'm definitely gonna have to get them the $5 fine. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. God is my bad. No, you don't have the $5 fine. My bad, my
Trying to get
bad.
you was trying to get me already. I was
Yeah, I was
coming,
trying to get that.
coming.
You, I was trying to get you in my Ike Turner voice. $5 fine.
How you doing today?
I am doing. I'm in good
Okay,
spirit. I
good.
am.
Good to
Um.
hear. Good to hear.
Yes. We waiting on that best Brenda. I don't know where she at. I don't know where Blending Healing. I don't know where she at. I'm gonna $5 fine they asses too. Mm-hmm. We most
Oh,
definitely.
look at there.
Oh yeah. Now she pop out
She ain't
because of the
paying
fact
no
that
fine. She said,
Wait,
"Oh
wait,
no."
wait a minute. Wait, y'all was talking about what is going on here? Hi, Renee.
we
Renee.
most definitely was talking about you.
Good,
I
good
thought it.
evening, ladies.
Let,
Good
let me
evening.
see.
Okay, hold on. Good evening.
Good
One,
evening.
I'm getting ready to. We're getting ready to fight.
Oh, you
Good
made
evening,
it. You
Renee.
luckily
We got problems.
we got time to do what, boo?
You talking to me?
Yeah. What did you say?
Say we got a problem.
Oh yeah, yeah, but I was gonna find you $5 fine, but you made it here before 10 minutes after. Yeah, you most definitely made it here before 10 minutes
I
after,
did
so
I
you
did
good.
the same thing, Brenda. Right when she was like saying 5, I was like, she was like, never mind, here comes some. I was like, okay, don't do me now. Come on.
Like, do you know this lady told me one day, right? Brenda, I passed you in the hall. Like, how? Like, your mouth is really something, Renee. Like, what? Okay. Like, I'm supposed to be here before her, like, opening up the door. I don't like this, see?
Yeah, yeah. Y'all
Right.
make sure.
I will handle her tomorrow. Because I'm telling you, I'm about to send the money, some money. Okay, hold on. Let me see who this is. Okay, look, Keiko Tinker.
Hey, sister.
Good
Oh,
evening
you
to
know
the
what?
ladies.
Let me say this right here. You know
Oh,
what?
look at
Wait,
everybody.
everybody done pulled up
Oh,
before
let's
ten
Everybody
minutes after.
go.
around the
Hi, sister.
world.
Oh, this is
Ain't that
beautiful.
girl New York? Your man is in the chat, Renee. Sassy
Who?
mouth you.
$5 fine. The chick just
Hey,
came in from work.
hey,
Salute y'all.
D man, you too, hubby. Yeah, see, they was in the cut because they show it's mighty funny. Blended Hill and made it up here,
Here you go.
and Tierra made it up here before 10 minutes after 7, and their asses is up here because they didn't want to hit that $5 fine. Mm-hmm.
Now look at her. Look at her. Just
What
was
is this
complaining. Now
thing
everybody's up here.
about?
Oh my
Turn
She
here,
God.
wanted
nice
us. She
guy.
wanted y'all to hit the piano at 7-Eleven, um,
You
so
would have
that
had a
she could get the
$5
money.
fine, Brenda.
She
How
wanted
you
that money.
doing it?
You see what I'm
Child,
saying?
child.
Hey, that girl, New York. Hey, beautiful. Hey,
Hey
prettiest
y'all,
eyes.
Hey, everybody.
it's a full
Yes,
house
Hey
yes.
everybody.
tonight.
You know, you
So
so you.
I wanted to ask this before we begin. Okay, so I want to set the tone right. At any time we have the ability to change directions in our life because we're grown and we get to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you, Renee, do you feel like you're okay to talk about this so soon? Because we can absolutely redirect it and circle back next week or the week after. We just want to be mindful if you want to discuss this tonight.
Well, I thought about that today, and yeah, I'm okay with it because it needs to be talked about, and it's something that we have to address because it's serious.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
I wanted to
Now
just preface and let's just start
now
with
next
that.
week I might not be because the funeral is next week.
So,
It's on the
okay,
10th. So
okay.
yeah, so I'm good. I'm good right now. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, y'all. What y'all doing down here? Okay. And the piano is open for women. Men, you
Most
guys
definitely.
go ahead and work the chat and bring up beverages and I like chocolate cake.
Okay, hold on.
So
Let me
Make
go fix me a glass of wine. Hold on 1 second.
yeah,
Be right
make
please
there.
sure
do.
you throw
Thank you,
Tiara
that
and
girl, New
Brenda
York.
snack.
Um,
They want
yes,
snacks
please.
up here. I know Blended
No,
might want some
no,
snacks
no,
too. I
I
don't
had
no.
know.
chicken. Thank you very much. I had chicken and
You're
Parmesan garlic mashed
disrespectful.
potatoes. That's why I came up here late because I was still eating my seconds.
Why
So
why would you need to tell us that?
because y'all mentioned food, so I'm like, okay, well, I was eating, prior
So you're
to
late because
boarding.
you're stuffing your face and not bringing us anything, like not a damn thing, huh?
I mean, you guys were with me in spirit while I was eating. I just want you to know that. I thought about each of you while
I'm,
I was partaking in the
I,
dinner that I prepared.
I really have been thinking about seriously blocking Tierra Blended and the because she sends me these food pictures and goes, "Oh my God, you wouldn't believe how delicious this is." Like, what are you doing here, Tierra?
This
What?
coming from wait, is this coming from the same woman that just posted on her community tab that she found a brand new pressure cooker that she's had for ancient years and
Who?
never used it? Who what are you an owl? Who has a completely new unused pressure cooker in their cabinet?
Let's already start our discussion for the evening. Wait, we're off on a tangent. Hey, Sophia too.
Oh, she wants to avoid that. She has a whole entire new kitchen appliance that she's never opened. and she's getting
There's
home
some
that
lot
she
going
can do
on.
wonderful things with. And you're telling me to bring facts?
And pressure cooker, that girl's down there again with bacon. You have to, that girl in New York, you are a nurse. You're going to have to, hey, Star, you coming up here with that store?
I will make pizza all my days for 40 days and 40 nights. I don't care what you say. The pizza will be prepared at the pace of what I feel is ready. Thank you very much. Signed, Alienated Management. Sick of you, Illuminati.
Okay, Hit Star's coming up too. We're going to have a full house. Miss Renee, let us know when you're back, pumpkin face, and fill up that cup to the top. Get a little saucy. Hey, Peaches. Salute, salute. Salute, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Can we do a quick mental health check-in with everybody? Just to see how everybody's, feeling, how everyone feels today, the temperature, you know. How are y'all
Um,
feeling today? How's everybody?
Hi, Star, baby.
I'm exhausted.
Hey, ladies. Always
Hi, Miss
tired.
Star.
How y'all
I'm doing
doing?
Hey,
good.
I am
Star.
exhausted.
Do
Oh,
you need to
I
rest? Do you
literally
need to
just
not be up here and rest, Blended?
um probably.
if you
But
have to
I
rest,
heard when I turned on my TV, I heard Renee popping Renee's stuff. I said, let me get up on here and show her some love.
because you know she trolls people in
Because
chat when you don't show up. So Blended knows.
uh, listen, I'm waiting for the tomatoes to start being thrown. I'm just
Right.
saying.
Yeah, but
But
Renee is really bad with that. So she really does troll people in the chat if you don't show up. We're gonna have to talk about
yeah,
So
Miss Renee, how you
it's been
doing?
a
so
long
y'all
day.
know I can hear y'all, right?
Oh,
Hey girl, how you doing? I love you.
oh my
Hey
God.
I
Listen,
was well
I'm
girl.
good things
behaved.
about you.
I
Salute
just
everybody.
I just want you
You
to
know
know.
what
I just
though?
want y'all to know
Salute,
I can
Hey
hear
Joy.
y'all.
girl, how you doing?
So I'm trying to
Hey,
say this
stop.
to you. I know what can make me feel better because I have been a little down lately.
What's that?
I just need somebody to send me like $20,000. Like it.
What's your cash out?
Okay.
Oh, it's that easy? Hold
Right.
on
Since
now.
you've been old. And I said this morning, I was like, God, I feel a little down. But if you could just send me $20,000, I promise I'll be all right. I'll be able to get through this day. Just still waiting.
How about
Start and you most
20,000
definitely. She
kisses
do
and
not want no
hugs?
prop money, and you most definitely gonna go to jail for sending that prop money
This
to
is
her.
not
So
about
I'm
you
just
right now,
saying.
Renee.
How about 20,000 kisses and hugs?
Vibrant, my love. Hey,
Not her
hey,
coming in here cooking now.
peaches.
Let's
Okay,
go.
so let me say this. Any if you feel free to super chat me. I'm just gonna put that out there. You can super chat. You can super chat $5,
Yeah.
$10, $4.99, $2.99, $1.99.
Let's
It's the
get Miss
idea of
Renee to
now. This is the
$100.
time to really super chat because we're talking about some real shit. This
Yeah.
is worth talking about and it's worth super chatting because
Plus, Miss
y'all gonna
Renee,
start
have you
super
ever
chatting
got a
me,
payout? Have you got a payout yet?
huh?
Have you got a payout yet from Google?
From Google
Have you ever got paid yet
one
from
time.
YouTube? Okay, so let's try to get you to your $100. It's hard. So get to that $100 a month. People don't even know. Yes, yeah, yes, that's right, Vibrant. That $100 is worth every month. But anyway, so yes. So, but
Oh,
no, I'm okay. I've had my moment this since January's come in. But I'm okay.
So, who want to be the first one to start it off, or do y'all want me to?
It's up to you. If you want to do it, if y'all want me to do it, it's whatever. I don't care.
I mean, okay.
Now you started, I always
Somebody else
finish
can
if I
do it.
want to finish.
Mhm.
Safa, hey, beautiful.
Oh,
Okay,
that's Sophia.
Salute to the
so I'm
chat.
gonna say
Salute.
this. Do y'all not know that? suicidal. Teens depression is high, and then it has been in years, and this time it's very high. And I didn't know that it would that the percent of that was like that. I mean, because we have so much stuff going on in the world, and it's just so much different things, and we're not paying attention to the littlest. And I'm not gonna say it's little, but to stuff that need to be tend to as far as the teens of our kids, male and females, because of the fact that I feel like the depression comes some half. Let me say that half come from bullying when the kid is being bullied in being bullied in school.
Mhm.
And I think that's where most of it come from, and it tends to make the kids, it started with the depression started with the kids being bullied and teased, and it grows from there. And because we as parents don't pay attention to what's going on with our kids, and that's why I feel like at the end of the day, when your child, I don't care how tired you is, I don't care how emotional you is, you should ask your child when they come in from school, well, how was your day? Is
Yes.
anybody bothering you? Is there anything that I could do? Anything? But we as
May
parents,
I
we
offer
work so
something?
much, we don't tend to think about that type of stuff, because back in the day we didn't have this problem. Depression just started. I'm gonna say depression was out there, but as far as inside the team, it never was like how it is now. Back in my day, because I'm over 50, so my days were different. You know what I'm saying? When we didn't have that problem with somebody just gonna bully. No, what you gonna try to do? What we gonna fight at the playground? We gonna fight, or we gonna fight at after school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it goes from there. If I make sense to y'all.
May I offer something, please?
Yes, yes.
Um, what I feel, I'm going to speak to me. What I feel is that we lost 2 years of socialization where the parents and the children were locked in the home for about a year and change. So they had to have a new normal, which they were not used to interacting with each other so much. So sometimes those roles had shifted within the home, but still it's 2 years of socialization that was lost. So now, if you really look at it from that point of view, they really did not go back out into the world until 2022. And now they're trying to cram everything and they're trying to relearn all the different things about people. So all they had was social media. So now you have a lot of influences more so than ever because now it's a technology age, which is just booming even more and more and more. Back when we were younger, Miss Renee, we didn't really, I could speak to it. I didn't have all of that, but it's now prevalent now because these kids can't do anything without having electronics in their hand because even their learning was electronic and they did not have other kids to socialize with, to blow steam off with, or anything like that, except electronically. So now you got them back in the world and they're trying to find their sea legs and still under the threat of 19 and living in that era. So
Mhm.
it's almost like you have to understand that there's 2 years missing. Like kids who normally graduated, like in 2020, they didn't have a real graduation. Most of them
That's
had a
what,
virtual one. Then you have them going into college, not socializing. You know what I mean? So it was a whole big chunk of time that was taken out. So I just wanted to put that padding on the subject.
Marlene, that, are you here, honey? Hello, Marlene.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, honey, just want to do a check.
Hey, Marlene.
Hi,
Good evening,
everybody.
Marlene. Good evening.
So,
Salute.
Blended, if I could just speak to that, I feel like I'm listening to that, but what I'm saying is that what I feel like it is such a disservice. I think that we allowed to happen because that was such an amazing time for people because a lot of half of New York was not at work or people across the states. So that could have been more of a time for people to actually engage with one another because we were sitting in each other's face during that time. That was a time for families to really come together, play board games, disengage
Do you think
from
that that really happened, Brenda?
no, I don't, but I think that it was such a misuse of time. Like
Yeah.
whereas it could have really went into developing the family, it did the counter, right? Where we could have worked more on communication. Like I did that was just and I feel like we lost so much during that time because I feel like people got cabin fever because we were forced to be with ourselves, right? You couldn't hide your problems now and go out into the world and go out to places drinking or hide from everything, right? Now society or the world was forcing you indoors to deal with the people that you love, to deal with those things that angst you, and people did everything but. Everybody came to the portal, which is YouTube, into social media,
And the other
and they
flip
use that
side
to
of that,
entertain
Brenda,
them to
is
the place you're saying that we all
and the other flip side of that, Brenda, is that's when everybody found out that they didn't like each other.
right,
That's when the period of
right,
time. That's when the period of time came that when your parents are used to dropping you off at school, now they have to figure out how they're going to be in a home with you, still work to get the money on the table, and still have to interact and still don't have that outlet of sending their kids to school. So
right,
now your mama's stressed, your daddy's stressed, they trying to figure out how they're going to make meet. Now children are actually seeing it firsthand what is going on times 10, and their development and their hormones and everything else running them up and them being teenagers anyway. So that's a whole nother dynamic. You found
right,
out that you didn't like your people and you didn't like yourself.
right.
I'm just saying, I'm keeping it a buck.
It's true, and it's time to work on. I mean, because I mean, really, if you were in New York, you prospered a little bit if you even if you were out of work, if you got unemployment, because unemployment was popping here in New York. Okay, and it was a time that if you could spend a little money, get yourself some therapy, work on yourself, because I'm a Sagittarius, and a lot of people don't agree with me, but I like the solitude during the pandemic. I did not like what the pandemic did to us in terms of the people leaving here and losing family members. That was traumatic, but I don't have a problem with solitude, so that wasn't an issue for me. But to other people, it became traumatized because we got thrown right back into the quick of things with no counseling, with no period saying, okay, let's ease you back into it. Kids got thrown back into school, people got thrown back into work while this chaos is still going. So it was not done in a healthy way. But,
If I
hey,
may,
I
hello.
definitely agree with what you're saying about Brenda about not having any help during the pandemic because I know during that time I think I lost about 10 or 11 family members and friends during that time. and it was a very traumatic situation, going through that. And I'm being absolutely honest. I mean, losing family member and friends back to back, and it was nothing that you can actually do about it. And then, that actually put me in a depression. I feel like I was going through mood swings, and during that time, it was absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Uh, during that time, you couldn't do nothing but sit in the house. And I remember during that time, all I can do is just cry, because every time you look, I had an uncle that was passing, I have an auntie that was passing, I had a family friend, that was passing away, and they all had underlying conditions. Majority of them had underlying conditions, and most of them, you couldn't go to the funeral, you couldn't go honor them in they last moments like that, because they only was allowed a few family members at a time, to go, visit their bodies and view their bodies. So it was a lot of feeling hopeless and feeling like it was nothing that you can do, feeling guilt, sadness, and a lot of depression that I was going through myself. And the only thing that I had to tap into was my spiritual side. But going through that depression, one thing that I learned, you can tap into your spiritual side, but you still need to seek, you still need to seek professional help. And I'm not undermining God by no way. I'm not saying, okay, I'm not setting God aside and say, oh no, I didn't need God during that time. I'm not saying that. However, I still needed him, but I needed both, because I'm still in my flesh. I'm not in my spirit, but I tapped into that spiritual side, but I still was in my flesh, and then me personally, I ended up catching COVID, and with me being a transplant patient, I thought I was about to die. I swear, y'all, I thought I was gonna lose my life, because everybody else was passing away that had an underlying condition. And when they um, x-rayed me, they was like, well, we don't know why you're not dead, because your lungs is full of infection, and that traumatized me. Even though it was like, to me, it was a blessing, but at the same time, I still was going through a lot, because I had lost a lot, but I was still blessed that I came through. I was in the hospital and everything, but I still was blessed that I came through at the same time. But I went through something. There was something I went through personally. You know, um, and I thank God that I made it through. But depression can kill you. It's
Mhm.
something psychological, and that can really kill you if you don't seek professional help, and if you don't have family members, that can really help you. Or if you don't seek help, it can really do something to your mind. It really can. And I just thank God that I had that support system on both sides, the spiritual support and the mental support, to help get me through that. So I mean, I appreciate what you were saying, Brenda. That really opened up, can of worms for me to talk about that tonight.
That's why we're here. And thank you for your
Mhm.
transparency in the chat.
I wanted to quickly say something. I'm so sorry for what happened to you with your you know,
Oh, thank you.
losing so many family members. I too, I lost a brother in 2020 at the beginning of the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
and at that time they didn't allow anybody to go into the hospital. So it's one of those
Right.
things like I got a FaceTime. I saw my brother dying before my eyes, and it's something like it's like you're watching a train wreck. Like you can't
Mm-hmm.
believe it's happening. and
Right.
you never get to process it because they said during that time the only ones after he passed, the only ones that could go to the funeral home were his family, but they
Mm-hmm.
counted the family only as a spouse and children. So
Right.
sisters and brothers were not defined as family. So it
Right.
was one of those things like, so I'm not family now? Like, who
Mm-hmm.
makes those rules? And that spiraled me into depression because even 4 years later, we have even if you do something later, it's not the same as dealing with how your pain at that moment.
Right.
So that spiraled me into depression because I have a long history. It's a long, big story, but from the age of 14, I developed a eating disorder, and then the eating disorder turned into, trying to unalive myself on several occasions throughout my teen years. And then I think around in my 20s, I finally got introduced to God, so that helped me. But, my brother dying, it's like it brought the depression back for me, and it was a thing like it's there, but then you
Mhm.
don't want to deal with it because it's painful. But
Right.
yeah, that's one of the things. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, and I'm
Thank you for
sorry you
sharing.
experienced all of that trouble as well.
Yeah, this is good. I'm glad. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for everybody in the chat who's sharing. This needs to be talked about. Kara, were you trying to say something earlier? I could have swore I heard your little voice.
I did, but I'm patient. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
No, the floor is open, Bookie.
I'll give y'all this little piece of information because what I can tell y'all about is since we touched on the pandemic and mental health services and stuff like that, the one thing I can tell y'all from experience is that even the mental health workers were very overwhelmed during the pandemic. I'm going to say that. So when you're going through the transition of having people that usually need interpersonal communication with their therapist or their counselor, they became very overwhelmed because they had to now do virtual appointments. And the only reason I know that is because my son and I were both doing therapy prior to the pandemic and we were going in person. So now when you've got people that are looking for advisement or suggestions or assistance with mental health, and they're so overwhelmed with trying to set up Zoom appointments and all that stuff, a lot of people were put to like the back of the list because in some instances, depending on where you were going, you got put on a list because they couldn't get to everybody in one day. Then sometimes the therapists, unfortunately, were catching the C word and they couldn't make it in. So there was no one else that could take over certain appointments. So mental health, unfortunately, in addition to like the healthcare workers that were tending to people during the pandemic, the mental health workers took a big hit too. And it was very overwhelming, especially for people that have like very serious conditions. They had to either get put on the list to when the next available appointment was. Like I'll never get one time my son's appointment got canceled and he couldn't see his therapist. Well, speak to her on Zoom for like another 3 weeks. So a lot of people were not able to get the help that they needed during that time. So like Blenda said earlier, there was, this thing where this gap happened where people were not getting the resources they were used to getting. So now we're in 2024, coming out post pandemic, even though I still say it's not over because it's still lingering and people are still getting sick. But ultimately, now people have to adjust their mindsets. They have to figure out how to now reacclimate back into public settings where everything was virtual over the computer, over the phone. So a lot
Right.
of the conversations that needed to be had couldn't be had because the healthcare worker might not be able to see you on Zoom today. Or maybe there was an issue with your health insurance because you're getting the testing and all that stuff. There was a lot of things that interrupted the normal flow, especially with the kids. You know what I'm saying? And I know this because I literally had to supplement what he was getting in person to now I'm like, okay, I got to find something else for him to like get into, or just something to balance out when he's not able to speak to his therapist. And a lot of therapists and like counselors end up quitting during the pandemic too. And I know that
Yeah.
because Liz ended up leaving where they were at as well. And she was like, I just can't do it. This took a toll on me. Like I felt like one day I was counseling his therapist. You understand what I'm saying? Like she's venting
Mhm.
to me about the fact that she is overwhelmed and she doesn't know what she's going to do. And she's caught the C word twice. And I end up giving her advice. And mind you, she's my son's therapist. So trust and believe, I know that from 2020 up until now, there's a lot of voids and a lot of gaps that came into play. So now where you got, some parents trying to play catch up, like with bills and stuff, they may not have the thought process to ask their kids how their day was because they're still trying to catch up post pandemic with like bills, inflation. Like they try to make sure they are taking care of the, responsibilities. It's not taken away
Right.
from the impact in needing to do it. But the way society is set up nowadays, we know that you're focused on making sure your kids get to school, get home from school, making sure they have lunch, making sure they have clean clothes, like the responsibility aspect of it. In some instances, all of that gets put towards the back burner. So
Right.
that's my thought on it.
And thank you for that thought. And I understand exactly what you're saying. Reprogram, reactivation. You're trying to reactivate your mind and everything, and you're still trying to program your mind from the, as you would say, the C word, and then people are still getting sick from the C word as of today.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I can say on a positive note, um, with me having the C word, as you call it, I almost lost my kidney during COVID when I was sick with it. I almost lost my kidney, but I was one of the ones that made it through, and I'm blessed to say that I made it through, and I'm doing well. I'll be going into my 10th year in March. I'll be my 10-year kidney anniversary in March. So
Well, we're happy to hear that.
yeah, thank you.
That is very beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait to celebrate. I'm celebrating now, but I'm saying
Yeah.
that 10
And
year
just to
and I only
circle
had
back,
one. Yes, because I spoke to my coordinator the other day, and she's like, usually, that one kidney don't last 10 years, and I had the C word as well, so I'm very blessed, so I can't complain.
What are you
Uh,
saying, D?
I was saying just to circle back on what Blended was saying, that I think during that time, a lot of children, teenagers especially, with them not having the outlet of going to school or being around people, could cause them to have this depression, especially if they were in homes. I really was fearful for people that were dealing with things in within the home, whatever verbal, physical, and now you have to be there all the time would be very, very challenging for teenagers. And that could cause this type of depression, especially because that was their getaway. School was a getaway for a lot of people to like, okay, I don't have to worry about this right now because I'm at school. But definitely when that happened, I feel like those 2 years, that's where the increase of what this subject is about is there, because that increased it more, because they might not want to been at home, and they you use school to get away, and after school activities and sports and all that ceased, and now you're in a home where things could be really disturbing, and that can really affect the mental health and help and have them have those type of thoughts of not wanting to be here anymore and stuff like that. So I totally agree that when that happened in 2020, it did put a great impact on not only just us, but especially the younger ones that were in situations where they had to be at home more. So I just wanted to say that.
I know
That's a
I've always sorry. I've said this right, and so when my niece, I spent some time, quality time with her during her growing up, and of course, I can't tell my sister how to parent a child, right? But I've
Mhm.
always had great concerns with and shared with her. So when my niece would go out with me, I would make her engage with me because I told her I was like, you're gonna be a simpleton, right? because you're not going to know how to order when you go to restaurants and talk to people, right? So when you go to McDonald's, I look the person in their face when I'm ordering from them, right? You're not looking at your phone and then popping your head up to talk to somebody else because that's disrespect. And I'm noticing that this generation is locked in to technology. And
Yeah.
so my conversations with my sister have been such as like me and my niece went out, me, her, and my aunt went out one day to do some sightseeing during Christmas in New York. And I looked over there because I hear her mumbling and she's on FaceTime with her friend. And I was like, turn it off, get off of the phone. And she
Mm-hmm.
looked at me like, Auntie. And I had told her, I said, you got 2 seconds to get off of there because you're missing everything. Like it's lights and the person is telling you about what we're getting ready to pass. And that was the time when they had just completed the New World Trade Center and we went over there to look at it. And it's like I'm trying to talk her through and like teach her things. But even though she's out with family, like she was still engaged very much with what was going on her phone. And I tell her, your friend is gonna be there, disengage. And then things start popping up. My sister was telling me about things that was happening in school, and I said, "What happens with her phone at night?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Put her phone on your dresser at night." And she was like, "I'm not gonna do that." She basically, you don't understand, how kids are today. And I just said, let me back off because me not being a mom, even though I have mothered her children, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
brought them up for the most part, right? So I don't get any say. But my thing was is that bullying is happening because there's lack of control over what these kids are doing. These kids are up at 1 and 2 o'clock at night fighting bullies on the internet. You don't even know what's going
Yeah,
on with them, right?
that's true.
And I'm telling you, should I decide at this age in my life to have a child, should a child come into my house, there'll be rules set up so that this kind of thing can be monitored because at a certain point, kids up at 4 a.m. who are in high school on their phone, I think no kid should have the ability to do that. There's something so crazy about that to me because it's something that I know would never have been allowed in my house. If
Not
I was
only
to,
high school, my godbaby, my godbaby be up, and she's only 5 years old, and her mother have her up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
and
She's
it's
only
crazy to me
5 years
because
old.
what I've been trying to teach them and even people in my life, right? When they come to me and they talk to me about issues with sleeping and things like that, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
will walk these kids through bedtime routines to calm their body down, to center their minds, right? So as an adult, I know how to do that. So let me go ahead and teach that to somebody younger than me, to my niece, to anybody like I'm dealing with that's younger than me to be like, okay, so this is what I do when I go to bed. Whether it's from teas to turning off the TV, to eliminating a certain amount of lights, to disengaging from the internet at a certain time, to ASMR. And I'm big, y'all. I do ASMR almost every night. So we're not teaching our children, right, when we have the capacity to, or people after us, ways to make their life better, right? Because these are things that I didn't know when I was coming up. I didn't know about the yogas and the ASMR and this, turning down like sensory overload and things like that. And these are the things that now kids are doing. They fall asleep to YouTube with their AirPods in, or to social media, or to listening to music that is not for their conscious good, right? And I'm just so against that. But it was an argument that I couldn't beat because I wasn't their mom.
But let me say this: the difference is when I have her, and I don't know if it has something to do with with the way we raised our kids as older women. The difference is when I have her, um, I have a time schedule. At 5 years old, you need to be in the bed at 8:30. But
Mhm.
I have her. Okay, good night. It's time to go to bed. Between 8 and 8:30, you're in the bed. Lights off. But when she with her mother will call me and say, she didn't go to bed until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, why? She can't sleep. I said, well, that's funny. She sleep when she's with me, and all I do is tell her, Good night, it's bedtime. She don't go to sleep with YouTube. Our social media, our tablets, everything is off, and it's weird
Even with
because
that stuff, even if it
huh?
wasn't YouTube, there are different songs and things to get kids at that age ready for bed. There's different nighttime things that you can incorporate that might bring YouTube into it, but not falling asleep to it. That's insane to me.
Right. But what I'm saying is, when she's with me, I don't do all of that.
Right. Mhm.
I don't do that. When I say go to bed, it's time to go to bed. But when she with her mother, it's a totally different atmosphere. Her mom can't get her to go to sleep, but she got to get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the a.m. to go to school.
What?
But on the weekend, yes. But on the weekends, when she's with me, when I say it's time to go to bed, I don't have that problem with her. And I tell her mother that no, you authority. It's all about authority. Make her butt get in the bed at a certain time. She needs to be in the bed. That's not cute to be calling me, telling me that she's up.
Do you ladies think that now parents don't want to parent? It's a conversation that I
Yep.
have all the
Yes,
time with my siblings, and we always, I wouldn't say argue, but we definitely disagree about parenting styles. But I find that some of my siblings, the issue that I always have, being I'm just the auntie, even though I'm raising their kids, basically they want to say that a tablet or a phone is babysitting instead of actually parenting. To take the phones away, have conversations, ask them how they're doing, help them with communication
exactly.
skills and eye contact. They don't do those things. They just give them their phone so that they don't have to bother with them.
Exactly. That's true. I don't agree. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
I think
I
that
do
is
believe
too,
in.
society has made it so.
No, you go ahead.
Go ahead, Mister. Okay, I think that society has made it that way as well because these, and I do agree that the parenting is different at Marlene because we, I know when I was growing up, you didn't have
Hmm.
like the option of what you were going to eat for dinner. You couldn't say I didn't like that, and I'm not going to eat that. I see kids do this to their parents, like I don't want that. That's not what I want. When we were growing up, you either ate that or you didn't eat. You know what I mean? Like it was like I think they allowed them too much freedom at times. It's okay to give them um, a chance to speak their mind, but at times they don't need to make decisions. You still have to be a parent to the child. So I feel
That's
like
true.
society is so different now. Like I get so, I don't know, telling the kids to go to bed. Like I don't have those problems either, and my kids are grown, but my grandchildren do not give me a hard time either. When I say go to bed, they go to bed, and that's what
Hmm.
they do. Uh, Giving them so many options. Not, and it's not that you're taking away, but you're setting structures and standards for them of how it needs to
Hmm.
be. Uh, you couldn't wake up and be up to 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning when I was growing up. Like you should be, if
Hmm.
you were in the room, they didn't know you was up, and then or they say, "What you doing?" What we be laughing like, "Oh shoot, we about to get in trouble because we should be asleep." I think a lot of parents is like, well, we need to give them that freedom and that choice. And yes, you do, but you still have to have standards to guide them. And I think that's
Thank
where
you.
the lack of society is, that's where the lack of
Hmm.
that is at.
I I
That is true.
also I also think another big issue is that a lot of parents don't like they're not giving their children the skills to be able to be responsible. They will say, "Oh, look at this house, it's a mess," or "Look at these kids, my kids are so spoiled." But then they don't give them chores. They don't teach them about responsibility. They just
Hmm.
give them things. And I didn't grow up that way. We didn't grow up like
Yeah.
having allowance or anything, but My mom showed us bills and we saw in real time, like when you turn on this light switch, the light turns on and mom gets a bill. Like, do parents these days even have conversations about, this is how much the light bill, this is how much our rent is, and this is what we have to do. And not that money just falls off the trees and falls into your hand, that you have to work hard to get things. You don't just get everything you want.
And see, I'm tell you, in my household, you got yours. You can't think that you can just lay up in my house and don't do nothing. I mean, it's just no, it's no. When you come home from school, if you got homework, do your homework and clean my house. Whatever chores that you supposed to do that day, that it need to be done. And them coming
Mhm.
home and getting straight into bed and no.
That's
No,
right.
come home, do your homework, do what you got to do, and then if you done, then you could do whatever you want to do after. No, and
That's
see,
right.
and that's why I talk about as far as like spending time with your kids. I'm telling you, if any other day, I try to come home cook dinner before 6 o'clock, so that way that I can be able to sit down with them and talk with them to find out what is going on in their life in school when they're not at home or what. If somebody, you know what I'm saying, if something going on that's bothering you, we're going to sit at the table and eat as a family and be able to talk about it, you know? So it's a lot of that stuff that's not going on as far as like being that. I'm the type of mother, and I've said it plenty of times, I'm the type of mother, I, um, I'm the type of mother, I drop up, I pull up to your school without you knowing. And
Miss
I'm the
Renee,
type of
we
mother,
already know you know tonight. Come on
yeah,
now.
yeah, because I'm gonna, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sneak up to the class, and if your
I
class
know
got
that's right.
a window, I'm gonna look in that window and I'm gonna put my eyes on you. Yeah. So if you in there doing something you ain't got no business doing, then hey, we got a problem. And when I
I
see you doing,
know.
I'm gonna knock on that door so that I can get that teacher attention. And when she come to the door, oh yeah, tell him or her, yeah, come here right quick. And, and see, and it
That
depends.
sounds like something I used to do. I feel you
Yeah,
know.
it depends, and it's also it depends on how bad you was acting up, and when I'm standing up there watching you. So did that let me further know if I need to embarrass you in front of your classmate and your teacher, then that's what I'm gonna do
Yeah, yeah,
because
I feel you.
you're embarrassing me being at this school acting the way that you're acting.
Yeah, that's true.
One thing my mom and my dad always said is, you don't represent yourself, you represent your ancestors, so you better come correct.
Yeah, that's true. That is absolutely true.
Yeah, most definitely,
Miss
most
Renee, that
definitely.
works for the watching the teachers too. Like my mom would do that
Yeah,
not
oh
only
yeah,
for me, but she'd be like, I'm gonna watch these teachers too, because she'd be like, she was on that. So like I had to be on my best behavior because I knew she would be, I don't, she would pop up, but she would also be like, I need to see what these teachers is doing as well, so that because not all these teachers are doing what they're supposed to do. So she would do that not just for me. So I was one of them students. They'd be like, and they would tease me, your mom's gonna pop up, and I'd be like, stop. And then I adapted that with my sons, and it's so funny because my youngest son, he used to get in trouble a lot, and I had a good relationship with the principal, and he'd be in there like, don't call my mom. She'd be like, I already called her. He'd be like, oh man. Or she'll give him the phone in the office, and I would talk to him like, so it he knew if he did something, it was like I actually had like the school that they were in was a good school where we were a village, and it was like, I'm calling your mom. I got, and they would he would just be like, oh, I'm in trouble. And I would walk in that school and they would be like, ooh, they'd be like, your mom, teasing, here come your mom, because I didn't play with their education and things that they needed to know. So you're right. There's a way to be part of their lives and involved, so you know what's going on.
That's true.
See, but how I grew up like kids are seen and not heard. And that some people think that that's a good thing, but it was not good for me because yes, I do understand that adults have bills to pay and all of those things, but you can't just let that be the only thing in a child's life. You have to make a child know that they're important, they're an important part of the family. Because the reason I started having issues as a teenager, if I feel not accepted at home, you don't feel accepted at school. It's like, where do you fit in then?
That's a good point. And then I'm a chime in based off of that because remember, in some instances that dates back to when it was like whatever happens in this house stays in this house or stay in a child's place or
Right
whatever,
here.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if you think back to like the past, like the generations that came before us, and now that we're parents, a lot of those quote unquote mandates have now carried on from the generation to the next, and now we're repeating that same pattern. But the only thing that I will say is different now. Like for example, I can't speak for nobody, but when my mom used to pop up at my school, I loved it because she, and y'all gonna laugh, Brenda, you definitely. She used to bring me food. She wouldn't let me eat school lunch. She would
Oh,
bring me home
God.
cooked
Hey.
meals. Okay.
Oh, that's happened to us. That's happened to me too.
She would bring me home cooked meals. She wasn't there was no, I mean, unless I told her I wanted it, but she would bring me
Yeah.
meals up there, you know what I'm saying? And then, she would never really have to worry about me because I was, a well-behaved child. Like, I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want my stuff taken away. I knew there was consequences for my actions, but she would always, just randomly pop up. My brother was still a baby and they would pull it to the side, Mom, she's doing good. But the only thing they would ever say about me was that I was outspoken and like hello, that's how I am today. But see, where most kids, and parents and teachers, going back to that talking point, back then when we were going to school, well, as far as me, you know what I'm saying? There was more communication between parents and the teachers and like the personnel. Like my mom was one of
Mm-hmm.
those, like she was talking to the principal, the school, the lunch aide, the assistant teacher. Like it was a lot more communication.
Yep,
Nowadays,
that's true.
what's happening is, you know, when we go back to even the topic in regards to like when kids are bullied, they're not handling it the right way all the time because we have to think about the following facets. We do have it to where some kids are not able to have certain conversations with their parents at home, so they lash out at school. Then
Yep.
in some instances, because of the whole going back to the mental health aspect, there are some kids who need to be put in certain levels of diagnosis in regards to like their behavior or the way that they learn. So some of these kids really do be struggling in school and don't know how to express because, hey, maybe mom and dad is afraid to find out that maybe their child does have something where they need an additional resource to help balance everything out. So now that everything's moving towards like a digital age and everything is like people are really trying to Google what they think is wrong, like, and the school system is so overwhelmed where they have like overcrowded classrooms and they're not reaching every child, and then they're trying to find the quick and easiest solutions to deal with things, but which may not be the best solution. So that comes down to where, if you are a parent, I know for those of, the parents that are like in the working class and they can't afford to like miss a day or whatever the case may be to go up to the school and really have some really deep conversations with who's in charge of their kids' safety and their education. But there has to be some things that are, implemented and actually requested because again, your tax dollars pay for these books in these schools. It pays the teacher salaries in some instances. So there has to be certain things as even parents you require that your children are given the right to, properly express what's going on with them, how to properly navigate and handle things, especially when it comes to that of, conflict resolution. Like they're not teaching that in school nowadays. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no mental health focus. Like when I was in school, we had health class. We were talking about not only just sexual education, but we were talking about, depression and anxiety. They're not doing that. And I'm sorry to
Mm-hmm.
say this
Mm-hmm.
part, right now they're more focused on trying to teach your children about inclusion with the LGBTQIA instead of focusing on like, hey, like everyone needs to find a way to have acceptance and being able to tolerate and respect each other, not just because of what they represent. So that's where I feel like a lot of confusion comes in. And that's why bullying is so rampant. Depression is so escalated because now kids are trying to figure it out for themselves. And that's a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and the parents are not being involved into a lot of stuff that is going on. Um, Just like I say, some of the like gang that the kids been in gangs. What? How you not know your child is in the gang? How you know your child is out here in these streets doing stuff they ain't got no business doing? Because the parents nowadays, the TV is the babysitter. The hanging with the friends all the time and not knowing who your friend your child is hanging with. Oh, I'm gonna need to know everything that my child's got going on. Period. I need to know your friend name. I need to know your friend mama name. I need to know your friend mama social security number. I need to know what kind of car she driving. I need the whole works. I need to know everything. And see, parents these days don't do it no more. The teachers are now in the schools are not really paying no attention to the kids because now they got to worry about if that child gonna fight them. Or
Right.
because you got the kids in the school cussing the teachers out. They trying to teach the class because they don't want to listen. They cuss the teacher out. They if they ain't cussing the
Fine.
teacher out, they fighting. So
Yep.
that
Clearly.
shows the lack of home training that they got going on. Cause I'm sure the parent know if your child act that way in school, your child's acting that way. No, hold up, back it up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was moving too fast. No, because some people kids can be good at home, but be a different person when they're not around their parents.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Very much.
And that's why I say it's good that people be on, you know what I'm saying? I know we work, you gotta do what you gotta do, but at the end of the day, you got to stay on your child. You got to be in their life. You got to know what's going on with them. Because they're gonna be in public doing stuff they ain't got no business doing. It's gonna reflect on you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the reasons why in our family we have a open communication policy. Like, if you don't feel comfortable talking to your mama or your daddy,
Mm-hmm.
talk to uncle, cousin,
Mm-hmm.
but talk to somebody. Don't just think, oh, okay, it's fine if you don't want to talk to mommy and daddy. That's all right. But talk to uncle, talk to
Mm-hmm.
somebody else within the
Mm-hmm.
family. And that's one of the things that we have done, like that didn't happen in my family line growing up. There wasn't openness, like we felt like it was only mom and dad. Now we're having it open. If you don't feel comfortable talking to me, talk to somebody else, but don't think
Mm-hmm.
you gotta battle whatever you're dealing with on your own.
Right. What do you
Okay, I'm
guys
back
think?
to that.
What do you guys think about? Because this is an issue for me. The theory of no child left behind in school and that everybody's winners and we are all great. To me, that is a little disservice to children because they get out in the world and then you're not always going to win. We are not all equal. There is sometimes where there's people that's number one and some people don't win. And I feel like it puts these children in a place where when they're in school, we're all winner, nobody's left behind. But when I was growing up, when we had like field day, it was first place, second place, third place. You know what I'm saying? To help you to achieve certain goals. So
Mm-hmm.
you could be like, okay, I won instead of now I go to field day for my little cousins and everybody gets a ribbon or everybody's awarded. I'm not saying that it's bad, but I think it sets them up for failure into the real world. What do you guys think about that?
But let me say, let me be the first one to say, one thing about the child left behind thing, I don't believe in that because at the end of the day, if my child is not learning, flunk his
Mhm.
ass or her ass.
Bunch of
The hell
dummies.
you sending her straight through and she ain't learning shit
Mhm.
or he ain't learning shit? No, just because his class is up going beyond, that's on him or her if they don't pay attention in school so their ass can go to the next grade. So if they want to sit back and do the dumb shit and get left behind, hell yeah, leave their asses. Zoom. Bye bye.
Oh, this way.
The shit. Don't pass mines if they ain't learning. I'm sorry.
See, well, that's why I think that the curriculum needs to really it needs a redoing, right? Because I feel like school curriculums have for years just is not doing what it needs to do, I think, for me. So self-esteem building, I think, is something that needs to be incorporated, which teaches kids resiliency and a sense of self-worth and purpose, right? Which when you go out in life and you're not the winner, your self-esteem and self-confidence tells you, okay, get back in there, right? There's something else, right? You'll win the next time, or be better prepared, or it doesn't mean that it makes you unworthy. You know what? And I think that's something that kids aren't learning. That's why I always said, me and my girlfriend had this idea of having a charter school, and that the curriculum will be based around teaching kids life skills, because they don't a lot of kids don't have them. Dealing with emotions and rationalizing situations, right? When you're immediately triggered by something, like sitting down and like working through emotions. So I just think, like, that No Kid Left Behind is just, and I don't like to say the word dummies, but literally, I mean, you're pushing unprepared kids forward, and they can't read, they can't put together proper sentences, they're not prepared. And I was like, what does that do? Because college is gonna, if you ain't prepared in high school, college is gonna turn you around, flip you upside down into college. I was
That's
like,
true.
yeah, it's not. Mm-mm. You're welcome, Marlene.
Have a good night, Marlene. And you too, Blended. Y'all was dope. I enjoyed y'all
Yeah.
commentary, everything y'all was saying. I really appreciate
Thank
that.
you, Marlene. Yeah, blended. But yeah, I was like, that's how I feel too, because like they get out into the world, and then when they're not number one, and they're like, well, I should win, or I should be in this position too, it's because they were taught that. Like, oh, we're all winners. And I'm like, no, everybody does not win. Like, you know what I'm like? So it's that can cause depression, because they're like, what's wrong? It could be like a shell shock. You get into this world, and you go get a job, and you try to get a promotion, you don't get a promotion. You like, well, we all should be getting what's I don't know what it feels like to not all be the same. And we need to realize that there is difference. And like I said, I don't like the no child left behind either, because I'm like Miss Renee, if my child needs to learn to grow, then they need to be left behind to learn. So
Every
I
time I'm
I agree.
disappointed by somebody's raggedy son, I realize I just didn't win that one. Try again, Brenda.
Right. Right, Brenda, I'm with you.
No, she did
Go back.
not. On Wednesday, January
It's
31st,
hump
Mm,
day.
do
don't write
this
I
this
feel
down.
tonight.
I feel that all the way. Shoot, I'm with her. I did not win, D. Darn
Yeah,
it.
this one, it wasn't our winning season. Go back again, please. Go, Brenda. Try again. We just we didn't get resiliency. That's what I'm telling you. Teaching resiliency. So,
Right.
Yeah,
But they
yeah.
set them
oh,
up to be
Brenda
like,
Lee, I missed
we're
it.
all
You
winners.
said to me.
Hmm?
Sorry.
But you ain't gonna be no winner if you up in there
Go
in
ahead, Brenda.
school making D's and F's. What the hell?
Oh, you're a dummy. Right. Got to get
Yeah.
that together.
But this is the problem that I have. In addition to what D bomb point you made. See, this is the problem that I have with the school system, because honestly, they have a mandate, right? They have a goal sheet. So I don't know if a lot of people are aware of this. So every year, right? They have a certain goal that they're supposed to hit for each grade. So when it comes to, like, for example, like SAT, citywide testing, all that stuff, their goal is to get into a certain percentile with the students so that they can either continue to get more additional funding for the school and or be a reputable educational institution so that they can show up and be like, hey, our students score this on their test, or they score this, or they go to this junior high school or this high school. So everything is acclimated in position based off the fact that they want to be considered to be the winning school or the winning school district. So at some point, even though we know that they're responsible for our children when they're in their care, ultimately they have goals they have to reach to continue to keep the schools open, to continue to get the funding and all that stuff. Otherwise, when it gets to that quote unquote no child left behind, trust and believe there are plenty of children who are being left behind. You can't tell children to believe that when in fact the school that they are in is not upholding that same standard. Now let's go forward a little bit, right? far as giving children these mantras of we're all winners and all that stuff, what they should be doing is implementing different mantras for different situations. So if you're going to tell a child to believe that, we're all winners, you should be saying you may not win all the time, but, and give them something
Mm-hmm.
to fill that void so that even on when they don't win, they know that either they can try harder next time, or that maybe there's something else they can be doing that they can win at, because you're not intending to know
Mm-hmm.
how to do
Mm-hmm.
everything, but they're not
Mm-hmm.
fulfilling that in school. Their only goal is to make sure that they hit certain goals and targets so that they can keep their jobs. That's the problem. Now, me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I took my child out the public school system when he was 7 years old. Okay. So a lot of the struggles that, some parents express even to me, because I do know people, of course, that send their children to regular school, but a lot of their kids, may have certain disabilities or things like that. And when they describe some of the mayhem and hell they even get in regards to having a teacher understand their child's difficulty, because they either put you in regular ed, they put you in like the intelligence based classes, or they put you in like an what's the word, like an IEP situation, right? But there is
Mm-hmm.
no real intended focus to address the needs of even a child who may have a very high in like an intellectual level, but they may have something else going on. So everything is very generalized and it's just to get you from one point to the next. Now, the life skills part that Brenda said, here's the problem that happens here, right? So we teach these kids all these different kinds of mathematics, literature, social studies, English, science, and all this stuff, right? But again, they're not teaching life skills. They're not, and as a matter of fact, some of the stuff these kids learn in school, they may not even use it
Over.
in
Right.
life. Like some of this math I see, I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like,
Right.
you're not trying to be a construction worker. You're not trying to build a
Exactly.
building. Like you're no, you wanna play basketball. What you need to know about a linear angle for the 360 to 180 doing a pie chart? What is
Right.
this? I didn't do none of this crap in school. And I'm like, okay, guess what? See, that's why I like being able to make my own curriculum. Like, okay, PSA, you're not doing that. Because even if you were, and this is where I'm going to tell y'all, if your child, when they turn 60, they decide to say, hey, I don't want to do public school anymore. I want to get my GED. Half the stuff they're learning in school right now is not going to be on that test. And they still can use that to put themselves to college to apply to get a degree, even though they're not doing all the stuff that they're teaching them right now. So what does that tell you about the educational system, in addition to the fact that they're competing with other nations? Now let that sink in.
And you're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've noticed that how they're, like you said, they're taking a lot of stuff out of the schools. Um, like for instance, they I know here in Georgia they are now taking Black history out of the school.
Mm.
Oh, I
And
wasn't really
so
read the media, but
if the kids gonna learn anything about our history, it's gonna have to be from the parents. You're not
Well, it
gonna be
should
able to
be
learn it,
anyway, in my
huh?
opinion. But okay. I said it
right.
should be anyway.
Who teachers? Yeah, really. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Yeah. So because can nobody else tell us about our history? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, which I
Mm-hmm.
really don't have a
Mm-hmm.
problem with it. You know what I'm saying? So I could teach my child with that. But like I was saying, the math has gotten harder, because what you learn in geometry, what in the sixth grade now?
Yeah,
Shit.
Tiara, like
and in
Tiara
some
was
instances the
saying.
fifth. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the, to me, it's like the school. I'm with Tiara. I'd rather teach mine at home. Because of the fact that what they're teaching, you can teach it yourself.
Because my
Mm-hmm.
mom homeschooled
Better.
me for a whole year. You know what I'm like? For me, I was homeschooled from like the middle of my seventh grade year going into my eighth grade year. So that one, I'll say it honestly, I enjoyed being homeschooled. I loved having breakfast cooked for me. I enjoyed having, the intermits of the breaks, watching little Maury. Then, okay, mom's like, okay, we're going to buckle down. Then after we're done with everything, and I did really good. And then I had another teacher come in because of what was going on with me. The Board of Education sent a teacher to my house for 2 hours to make sure that I was on target. And it was just, I still had my friends come over my house, but I had very good meals. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have to be around a whole bunch of people because I think that's partly why I don't like being around a lot of people now, because I enjoy solitude. I enjoy peace. So I've been going through that since from seventh to eighth grade. But then when I did go back to public school, the one thing that I didn't like, and granted, I was still able to, excel and do what I needed to do as far as my studies and stuff. Again, it boils down to like, I don't understand why I need to know this. I don't know why I'm being shown this. And then there's other things you
Mm-hmm.
want to know, but then, you have those instances where the teachers, in some instances, sometimes they didn't know the stuff they were teaching you.
No, I didn't.
They looked confused. Like, how
Exactly.
does my teacher look confused teaching me trigonometry? And she's supposed to know, but then you're failing me because I don't
Mhm.
understand it. You
Mhm.
understand?
Mhm.
And that's why I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
there's got to be there's something missing in here. But I loved being homeschooled for that one year. And then when it came out of my kid, I said, okay, I get to make his curriculum. He gets to learn what I want to learn, what I feel is important for him to know. Like, if for me, Black history is every year. You're going to learn something, even if it's about your own family, which is why I'm trying to, like y'all said, I'm trying to learn more about my family now because we don't know how far back we trace and what they may be connected to in our lineage. And then I'm also doing it in the retrospect of learning about mental health in my family too, because
Mm-hmm.
when you find out that there may be certain conditions that are in your family, that gives you the slight advantage to not so much say like, hey, it can't happen, but at least having awareness of it means that you can tackle it and make it easier if certain things were to come up. So if like depression comes up, you kind of know what kind of conversations you need to have. If anxiety comes up, and unfortunately, that education started for me after I lost my mother. So now that I'm in that realm and I can figure out something, it's like now I can look at my kid like, okay, you acting a little different today. What's going on? And then he'll be like, nothing, mom. I'm like, mm-hmm. So you ain't, I mean, and I'll mess with him. I'm like, you better tell him what's going to, but I'll do it in a funny way so he's comfortable. But we have to figure out the middle ground between the educational gaps, generational gaps, parenting gaps, and then merging all that together to make it some kind of program that makes sense.
Yeah.
I yeah,
Yeah.
I I agree with that, especially like you had said earlier before that what stays in this house secret thing. Like I made sure I broke that generational curse. I said no. I wanted to know everything, and like you said, I wanted to know everything about what happened to my aunts, my grandmas, and all that because I needed to know that because it was like now I know why I'm acting this way, or now I know, and this is not what I want to do. My family has a tendency to they like to be mad at you. There's the issue, but then we get together and everybody's all happy and smiling. No, we not do. I told them last year I'm not doing that. They was like, "What? You're not coming to the family gathering?" No, because we have underlying issues that you guys want to just push under the rug. And my kids and some other nieces and cousins, we're not coming to participate in that until we have these discussions because y'all don't want to talk about it. But I told them that generational curse stops today. The way they looked at me was like, "Girl,"
Let's
I was like,
go,
"No,
B.
I'm serious." I was like, "Today it starts. We're not coming unless you guys want to address these things." And one of my aunts told such an amazing story. I had to record her because I got to see where I got some of my traits from and how like, oh, no wonder I think this way or feel this way because my aunt's like this, which was my grandfather's sister. And we need to have that open line of communication. The secrets thing, no, we need to talk about everything in amongst ourselves. But what we have is secrets within the family. And you like, what the heck? Tyler Perry's good about showing those movies where you think you somebody's child and you really not. I'll be like, that is so jacked up. You know what like, what? All this time, this grown man thought this woman was his mama over here, and his sister is his mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm like, no, we have to stop that. Like, those what happens in this house stays in this house. Okay, but what about those that are in your family? You still need to communicate within that part of it to get to know
Mhm.
your history. You know what I'm saying? So that's just things that I personally work on. And like, my family was really, really upset that me and my other cousin didn't go to an event that they had out here. And when I heard that what happened, me and my cousin just looked at each other and started cracking up. All we did was just crack up because we knew. Like, you don't want to discuss the issues that we got, and it was a disaster. So definitely, you have to find break those generational curses within your family.
Very much agree. I don't go anywhere I don't feel like anymore. If it doesn't feel right to me, I
Hmm.
don't go. Any more family events, I don't care how pissed off people are. As long as I'm at peace, that's all that matters. Nope, not doing it.
Hmm.
Absolutely not. Mm-mm. You ain't about to sit up here and continue to drown the family hurt and pain and Hennessy and tell me that we just supposed
Right.
to move right along. Like, no, that's not how this is going to work. You don't get to drown me in macaroni and cheese and mixed cocktails
Right.
and say we're not going to
Oh my.
address the elephant in the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
I
just
don't
not.
Let's
I
go
I'm
don't
to
not
got
the
that. That's
drama.
garbage
how it
can.
be.
I refuse to be a garbage can for anybody in my family ever again. You won't ever do it to me again. That's why I said sometimes they have to be put up in the balcony of your life. They can see, but they can't get to you because this is man. Let's
Look at this
go
guy.
away. Burn me and be set. Go away. Um, Two pains in the butt. I just sent you an email, buddy. But yeah, I'm not
That's
trying
funny.
to make it
No,
receptacle
you're
to make you
right.
feel
I'm
happy.
just saying, like, our community does that so bad. They're like, we don't. That's why I was like, wait a minute. I was just arguing with Uncle such and such over here last week, and now you want me to be up in this way. And it was like, I'm the oldest grandchild, so they put a lot of pressure on me. And it was like, you gotta get the family together. No, I'm not gonna do that because you don't want to address this issue over here. And I said, what's gonna happen is not what you want to happen because I'm gonna see him and I'm gonna say what's on my mind, and it's gonna not.
Right.
So this,
Nobody's
me and
gonna
my
like
family
it.
don't have to come. Yeah, so nobody's gonna like what I have to say. Then you guys are gonna talk behind my back anyway. So let's just avoid all that. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go on until we can address things as adults and stop doing what y'all do. And I said, that's so funny. I am the oldest grandchild. So they treat me like I'm their little sister. So I said,
Mm,
as your little sister, y'all need to get y'all stuff together, the people older than me. And I even addressed my mom like that because she was part of it as well. Like, all y'all need to figure it out, and I'm gonna work on
right,
this generation under me. And they just looked at me and I was like,
right.
and we're moving right along. And like, a lot of my little cousins and them was gay, they respect, they was like, oh, we're so happy you said that. Cause I'm like, no, we ain't got time. We gonna do our own thing over here and talk about real life situations. And we really do have real deep conversations. I mean, like, we don't have no filter, and I think that's where a lot of my little cousins are um, like someone had said out here earlier, if you can't talk to your mom, talk to this person. I'm the person they call, and their parents are okay with that because then I'm like, okay, now you know I'm gonna tell your mom, but thank you for telling me. And it's received better when I like, okay, this is what's going on. At least they told somebody in the family, and that's how we got to work together as a family in a family circle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, you know
This
what? But y'all talking
this
about this.
part is
I'm
very
looking at
aggressive.
the. You know,
Yeah,
I'm the cousin or the sister or the one that come in and talk shit through the when you're around the family. You know how you get one of them family members that be running their mouth so goddamn much, and the first thing you say, "Shut the fuck up."
Oh goodness. What? Is that how you fix it? That's what they
That's all I
see
said.
the people in the wage war during family
Yeah.
family
You
gatherings.
know, they just be running their mouth and you be like, damn, shut up. You know, you saying it in your head, but then it just happen to just come out your mouth. Shut the fuck up. With your lying ass. You be the one starting the family problems and stuff like.
Era.
that's me too,
Different
Miss Renee.
different down there. Um
It's dumb. I'm trying to listen. You interrupted Miss Renee. You can't do that.
different down there.
Cause you know,
Um
you got that one aunt or cousin, you know, they think they know everything. And that one cousin that been on saying, oh yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did, knowing damn well they ain't doing that.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. I want y'all ladies to know something, right? Y'all think y'all slick, but I kind of glad that y'all went to the left with it. because we didn't talk about the topic, and I'm
Hmm.
kind of glad we didn't. I,
You're
the,
welcome.
yeah, I knew that y'all did that on purpose. You think
Hmm.
yeah, I know y'all did,
You
but
don't
it's
know what
okay.
you're talking
Mm-hmm.
about.
Yeah, y'all
We already
slick.
knew. Yeah, we knew.
Don't
Yeah.
call that man anything, Sierra. Get from down there.
Don't
It's
be
right
yelling
now.
at me.
Matter of fact,
I'm just
I'm
saying.
finna rename this. I'm finna take that out the title because yeah. I think it was. I think I did it. It was too soon.
It's okay. And we listen, if you thought that we wasn't gonna help carry this torch with you today, you was tweaking. Like, no, we're gonna carry the torch. Don't worry about it. We That's why you had to get on that call. You need that way we could navigate the roadmap to
Yeah,
communication and do something
I
else.
caught it. I most definitely caught it. Trust and believe.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I most definitely I definitely caught it. I say, yeah, they think they slick. They think I don't know what's going on. I know
Take your time.
exactly what's going on.
Take your time, Renee. We got this.
It
All
still
right.
was. It's still a good topic though, Renee. It's still a good topic though.
But thank you, ladies. I love you guys because you know y'all had my back for real, for real.
Since, since Valentine's Day is coming up, I think that it's very good. Maybe next week we could talk about, do you celebrate Valentine's Day and is it important to you that the person in your life
Absolutely not.
yeah. So what, you don't want to talk about it?
You almost made me say
No,
something,
no,
Brenda.
no.
Like, well,
We
you
can
almost
talk
made me
about
blurt
it.
out. No, hell no. We could talk about.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
my Valentine's Day is gonna be
we could talk
consist of
about it.
just having my surgery. I'll be in surgery on
Oh,
Oh,
Valentine's Day.
oh, I miss
Oh man.
Yeah,
got a
Don't
lot
worry,
yeah.
going on.
we'll be up here
Sis.
holding down the fort. I'm gonna go live and talk about you and stuff
That would
when
be
your
your
break's
best bet
on.
to do it while. Oh,
I
but
can't.
I'm gonna do a Memphis Shiesty and I'm gonna gas up your live and
but
I'm gonna
but
be
but but the thing
live.
about it is, you don't understand. I'm having surgery, but not my ears.
Oh my
You
god.
really don't
All
be
my
smart in doing
fingers.
surgery.
Oh
You know
my
what I mean?
God.
It's ridiculous.
She said not my ears.
I can't with not my ears.
Mr. Hagan done
Mm-mm-mm.
tapped in even with all kind of pain medication. So my Brenda, let me tell you something. We got you, Booster. You're not gonna be checking in with
Blended,
you.
why you not asleep? Look
Oh,
at
I
her.
look at
Look
that.
at her.
Brenda's been working hard.
She's supposed to be asleep
Lindy.
because she is tired. We love you
Blended.
too, Blended.
Sierra's in here serving alcohol to belligerent people in the chat. And
Don't be
it's too
doing
much.
that to me.
It's way too much. Come and get her. I
Brenda, you
packed her
be
bag. She's gonna
snitching.
be out at the door. I
My
sure do.
goodness. I was so low
Don't be
key with it.
snitching all
Gotta
the
put it on
time, Brenda.
Almost
bled.
31. You almost voted in cat.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Not to that one down there because he's got a smart mouth.
I
Well,
turned
Listen,
up.
Mr.
She's
I
I
working.
was
don't give
supposed
it.
to do me a
I'm,
bubble
Mm-mm-mm.
bath.
Lord. Listen, I don't give a damn about Valentine's Day. I mean, I'm gonna do readings for people and shit, but I don't care. I think that if you love somebody, it don't need to be on that day where you show them. Like, if you want to buy me chocolates and send me flowers and all that stuff, you could do that in March, January, April, May. I don't
I
need that
Mm-hmm.
agree.
specific day. And
And
not
you
to mention,
also can do it on the 14th. Let's go.
I don't
But
care
then,
nothing
but then
about
you
that.
also,
Well,
I
Brenda, I'm
mean,
gonna go over there, and then you know I'm gonna go into my spiritual conscience side and talk about what Valentine's really is. So
Thank you,
be
thank you,
I
ready.
mean,
Goddess
what you
D.
gonna get?
Thank you, because
Because
today
the
is all
fact
about
Nobody
that
love.
asked you guys, but never mind. We're gonna talk about it next week because y'all already gonna
Yeah,
piss
because
me
it's
off.
you probably
I
will
don't
not
need
want to
you to go
celebrate
into.
it.
Okay,
All right,
okay, D,
all
tell
right,
her,
I
please.
know about. Okay, I know about Valentine's Day, right? But still, just
Hmm.
give me a box of chocolates. That's it. I don't need to go out. I don't need all that stuff, right? I really
But we
don't.
could
Like,
get that all the
first of
time.
all,
I'll send you some
In
bags
New
of
York,
chocolates now.
okay,
Why
but
does it
that's
have to be on
different.
Yeah,
that
for
day?
real. We can go on Amazon, make wish lists for each other, and send each other chocolates. Like, what is wrong with
Yeah,
you?
I
I
would
I
mean,
love
mean,
but we
to.
because
should really
the
start
I
thing
had
doing
is,
that
some.
though.
I
I
don't
had
even be
some.
We should
wanting,
really start
I
doing
don't
that.
be wanting Jay to give me none for Valentine's Day. You know why? Because it's because Valentine's Day. The only thing you probably would get some chocolate and some roses or something like that. But I mean, as far as like what you gonna do, clothes, you get me that all the time. Shoes, you get me that all the time. Rings, jewelry, wigs, all through the year. So when Valentine, say what?
Say you're not getting nothing.
Good. That's right. Tell us.
But that was my daughter. But that was most
Oh
definitely.
my
But
goodness.
but I mean, if you don't been with a person for a long time, right? Like we've been together 21 years. At the end of the day, what could you possibly give me that I don't already get through the year?
I don't know because you said you don't even know her like that. So I don't
Oh
know.
I
my
don't know
God.
her like that though.
Look at this.
You know, I don't know her like that. But I'm just saying,
Let me bother
what
today.
could she possibly give me that I get
I
through the
know. I
year
know.
for that one
No,
day?
thank you.
And then
Buddy,
on top of that, our
I'm gonna
anniversary is
pass.
like a
Yeah.
couple of days later. Our anniversary is like a couple of days later.
Miss Renee,
So
look at this.
Somebody else is
This,
too.
this is this is the problem, right?
Let's
Because people
go.
like you.
Let's go. Let's. I'm going. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say that out
what
loud.
That's
But yes,
what
fine.
did
That's
he say?
fine.
I
I
give
just think it's
out with willies
disrespectful to have a
for
day to tell people, single people, guess what? You're still single. Ha ha
Well,
exactly,
ha.
see, I guess I guess if you look at it like that,
exactly.
you guys ruined this whole thing. Forget the next week.
I'm
I don't even want
sorry.
to talk about it. You
Okay, I'm sorry,
ruined it.
Brenda.
Ruined.
What?
listen.
Would you
I don't.
Oh, what you was gonna do, Brenda?
No, I
go
don't want to
ahead? We're
talk
gonna
about it
talk
anymore.
about
It's
it.
ruined.
Oh, okay.
I just want an excuse to get more candy, and you guys just ruined it.
Well, do like she. I think we should do really like what. That's a good idea. What Tiara said, have wish lists within our little circle, and we be like, oh, I feel like giving you something, and send people stuff. That's cool. I think that's a good idea.
My wish list is a bag of weed and two bad bitches.
Oh
There
my
you
See what I'm
go.
goodness.
saying? Never mind. Forget it. We're definitely not doing it next week because I don't need Jay
Allegedly,
pulling
that's
up
what
on
she wants,
my
guys.
channel addressing me about stuff.
All
I just
right.
This
want some
lady,
corn on the
Brenda's
cob.
pa- Brenda,
this
you
lady
can't say
said she
things
want
on
a bag
Brenda's
of weed
panel
and
because
two
they
bad
take it
bitches.
all the wrong way.
She said
Anything
she
you
could
say,
every time, and it's like I don't need Jay pulling up on my panel getting crunk. Buddy Lee, you be quiet about what Miss
I'm gonna
Renee just
make
said.
sure
I
she
knew you
be
were
on
gonna
your
say something.
channel on Valentine's Day because, like I say, I probably gonna be just getting out of surgery and getting home and getting back in bed and doped up or whatever. And I'm gonna tell them like, make sure you go over to Brenda's channel and ruin it.
Yep. Don't be going live while you under the influence like Loco did. You don't want to be on another replay
Oh
of
my.
that.
No, I would not.
oh
I
my
would not go
goodness.
live. That's next week.
Loco was
That week
Loco
of
was out here
Valentine week.
flossing.
You
He was
gonna
out
have
here
to run the
flossing in the
round
hotel.
table.
He's out here flossing in his suite. His hospital suite flossing on us. Nigga. Baby, I'll never forget it. What's happening here? He was
Brenda.
flexing on us.
Brenda.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Brenda.
it was
Brenda.
interesting. Huh?
Brenda.
Don't do that, Miss Renee.
Brenda.
Anyway, moving forward.
Brenda.
I
Shut
can't
up,
with y'all.
Vicky.
Tiara, she already said it. It's too late. She already said it.
Brenda.
Half of the time when I'm up here
Oh,
with Brenda, I'll be like, Brenda, you said that out loud. And she'll be like, oh, I
yes.
did, huh? Mm-hmm.
I don't think I don't. I don't know why I'm like this. I said that to somebody earlier. I think maybe like this.
She
I
said,
I can't
But
with
no,
her. I
no
swear.
problem. But it is a time in history that we'll never forget. It's forever embedded on the internet. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Lisa. Also,
"Oh,
I'll say
let's
what I want.
see,
Oh,
Brenda, you
oh,
about
Steve. See what I'm saying?
oh, Lord.
Brenda,
I'm
you
about to
be
leave this
starting
channel.
stuff.
I'm about to leave this
Look, we
channel and go
both
in the
like
chat
me and
because
Tiara's like,
I
man,
just
because
said
you
that's
try.
my friend over there. That's my friend. He gave me a wrench today. Okay, and
He's probably
King was
taken
very
now.
angry about. Probably will be take it. Don't take it. I'll hop on that panel and we'll fight it out.
Okay, oh, I can't. This
Huh?
woman.
in Loco's defense, Loco was
No,
in pain
no, we don't
and
need you.
suffering, and we have to understand. Oh,
I'm so
I
putting my
just said,
head
I
down.
just
child.
said,
I'm putting
Mr.
my
Next
head
to
down
you
now.
guys
Okay, I'm
don't go
ready. Like
live.
Tiara, yes, sing Tiara, yes, because my head is bowed.
Things will
And
be
yes, thank you. Let's go. Yes.
tonight.
It was a great time. It was a
Yes,
great
yes, yes,
time.
yes, yes. Let's go. Sing it, Tiara. Yes.
The only thing I said was,
Somebody said,
what are we looking at here? And that's it. And I just came out, you know.
Brenda.
Anyway, huh?
we just gonna slide.
on the
Get your
top.
friend, Miss
Yeah.
Renee. Get
Okay,
your friend.
guys.
With the
Okay,
beans,
I'm
beans,
sorry.
potatoes, tomatoes, you name it, Lord have mercy.
Make it happen to my phone so it won't happen.
It never happened like Men in Black say cheese.
Nothing. Oh, baby, I already did it for your sister.
Link
So, sorry.
182.
Look into this. Everybody, look into this light.
I'm
Y'all see
trying to
that?
do better. But I'm going to tell you guys, I'm already in heaven's basement. And I have made peace with myself. Okay.
Listen, girl, you might put yourself in the attic at this point because
Oh,
you over
this
here
woman,
dancing with
I
the
tell
children of the corn.
Brenda, she lives. She definitely
What?
lives with her name. Go ahead, Brenda,
With the
with the shit.
shits.
You. That's
But
exactly. I'm just
but I'm
saying.
also nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm also gonna get. I'm gonna get him and that one down there, that man in it. No, mind your business, except I'm working up here. I'm doing God's work.
She
You just
said
be
she's
quiet.
doing God's work.
I'm doing his bidding. Now stop
He said,
bothering
"Kick
me.
her off the pen." Mm-mm-mm.
Therapy. So the loop, baby.
I'm so upset that she's
I am doing God's
Ah,
bidding here, so let me work, okay? Um, but anywho, yeah, we're gonna do a joining together with local and the shits. We're coming together. May throw a little bit of a D step in there. We're gonna do something. I'm not sure what yet, because it's gonna be a time, and I might lose half my subs, but I think I'm gonna take the risk this year. I'm gonna bring him over there and see what happens. See if we can fix
uh,
it.
see,
But
because Brenda now she's trying to trigger me because I was like, you could get them back, Brenda. Just get some more calls and you're good again. So anyway,
I'm having another call in my life. Almost took me down through here. The poor boy. I haven't had my hands sweat since the last time I was nervous about going out with somebody, and that's been never. Okay, and almost never. But yeah, but I don't want any more of those that way. Whew.
Disclaimer, attention all Winner's Circle members. I had nothing to do with this portion of the demonstration. I'm sliding out. I'm not sliding in. Slide to the left,
She's in
crisscross.
the back chat right now telling me
Ooh,
what to say about it.
I don't know anything.
ooh, Lord. My name is Bennett and I ain't in it now.
I don't
You
know
be
anything.
quiet, okay?
Hmm.
Before you don't be a part of our little the live that I'm doing, okay? Because you want to be a part of it, okay? Just trying to figure what it can be. If I'm going to take this risk, it has to be calculated. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So I can't wait for the chat to be like, who? I can't wait for the chat to be like, who's this guy? Brenda, who's
Okay,
this
just sorry
guy?
Hi,
about that.
Miss
I'm back.
Star. Change the subject, Miss
You know,
Star.
you know
This
what?
is a mess.
I'm telling you,
Okay, what y'all talking about now?
we just
Nothing.
talking right now. Miss Star, we just randomly talking,
Okay,
but you
I
know what?
apologize
I
for the
think for
later.
Valentine's Day on Brenda's channel in the Paradise Island, because over there anything goes. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think
That's
that
not what it
all.
says, Renee, and you
Well,
know it. When
I know it don't say that, but
goes, damn it.
I'm saying it.
When anything can
I'm
happen.
saying it. I'm saying it. We're gonna have a contest that night where all the women's gonna dress up as men, and we're gonna see who's gonna be
What?
who gonna be
What?
Oh
who gonna
Who
be.
no!
said
Oh
that?
my God! What is happening right now?
Who
No.
said
What?
that?
You know what? What is
Yeah,
going on?
we're
Who
gonna put
said
on our
that?
we're gonna put on our best b boy thing, and
I'm
we,
not
we, we
participating. You can do that over here. Why
no
you
we
want to
do
come over to my channel to do it? See what I'm saying?
because anything goes over there.
I feel like no, is that is you just make stop saying
What
anything goes because that's
you
not what
made a
this
new
is.
phrase for the
It's
island,
where
or what
anything
happened?
right. It's where anything can happen, and it does.
Happens,
No,
and it
I know
does.
Listen,
what it
look
says.
at buddy. If you flag my damn channel, we'll have another controversy on these streets. Because
That
wait,
mean I have to go buy men clothes to put on. I don't have no
You
men
go
clothes.
ahead
why
and
you
do that.
even consider in this, Star? What kind of side you
I'm
on?
not dressing like no man. What?
I'm telling
Star,
y'all.
Okay,
listen, Star
y'all.
is a ride or die, Miss Renee, because she's getting ready to go buy some clothes to join in your
What is
frivolity.
going on right now?
Foolery.
Yeah.
Listen, they already say we angry black women. You really going further the narrative, making us more masculine by dressing up as men?
Now we got
I know
Well,
I
we're
don't
gonna
dress
be
up like no
we're gonna
man.
be angry
Forget
black
that.
men. We're gonna be
Oh
angry
I
no,
black
dress up
men.
like an angry
no.
black
Oh
woman.
no, I
Look,
don't know
I
what's
want,
going on right
buddy,
now.
I'm not taking part in that contest.
did you see the
It's
best
me.
rump contest, buddy? Did you go over there? Because I
How did
gave a
we
little.
get here?
We just talking about everything.
How did we get here? Come on,
Yes,
You
Tina.
gotta sing the song. What?
nobody's supposed to be
There
here.
we go. There we go. Let's
Let
go.
me tell y'all,
What in the
I don't have to go out and buy anything because I could just go in Jade's closet and grab a pair of her jeans and her
It's
hats
the
because
access for
she
Oh
has a
you.
my
lot of
goodness.
hats. I'm gonna get me a
This I
hat.
can't.
I'm gonna mark on me a mustache. You think I'm playing? Watch. I'm gonna cut on the cam. I'm gonna do me a mustache and me a beard. Do me a beard and yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna come and then I'm gonna change my name when I come up on the panel. Gonna say Mr. Renee. I'm gonna go.
If you come to my
what in
camp,
the
I'm gonna let
chicken
you
and
up here.
waffles is going on here?
Buddy Lee, I think you should do a do-over. And I'm gonna tell you what categories you should have because I think that if I'd have been in that contest, well, I'm not gonna tell you, but they should have had an arch. Because how can you tell how good somebody's rump is if they're not arching it or dropping it low, drop it low, drop. So we couldn't tell. Yeah, it wasn't no. Well,
How?
I just wanted to see if it was fitting. I needed them
Oh
to
my
turn it
god.
sideways. If I was in the contest, I would have said a drink on it. I would have did the arch instead
Oh
of
my
drink on it.
god.
Brenda.
You know, because how
I
oh,
didn't. I don't
and
have
you know I
anything
We
to
would
do
old
with this
women, huh?
conversation.
So somebody
you
had
know
a
I would have
romp.
done that, dude.
Somebody had a romp contest.
The only
Oh,
rump I
Right.
want to see is a
Oh
roast.
my
What is
god.
wrong with y'all?
I
You do know we older
So I
women,
just
honey.
somebody told me to get over here and go look, but I would have said a cake on top of the cake. But I'm extra.
Oh
But
god. I'm
but
leaving. This
how
is
do you know
outside
if
of
a
my pay
rump is
grade.
rumping if you can't see how the thing is sitting? Because they were twerking. So there's that. But I
This is
want each to
outside my
do a
pay
do
grade.
over. Do it again. You know what I'm saying, buddy? Buddy, maybe you should have that part of your BBW contest.
You have a drop it low live. You're gonna have to have a pick it up live, cause I drop it low, baby. Somebody gonna have to come pick me up.
Have
'Cause my
something on either
right knee
side
is
of you to back
bad
up.
and I'm
So
52. Did y'all see that lady on I think she was on TikTok. I think she was 50, 55 years old or something like that and she was dancing and she got and she tried to drop it low and dropped it low right into the audience. Did y'all see that?
damn,
no.
that's
Oh, it
pretty
was so
nasty.
funny. She dropped it low and tried to get up and she fell right right into the audience.
Oh
No,
yeah, she had on white. Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah.
I
Baby,
want to do
I
over.
repeated that over and over. I was dying laughing. I was crying. I said, see, after you get a certain age, you can't be dropping it low and trying to pick it up.
No one
Trying
needs
to
to be dropping anything. Save. Oh my god. What?
But it was a rump contest, Kiera. I wouldn't
No,
be in it.
no,
But
no,
if it's supposed to
no,
be for the
no.
best rump, how how can one justify if the rump is rumping if it's constantly moving and you can't justify the best? How
Listen,
do people
my
more?
name is
see, Brenda.
Bennett
You're
and I
not
ain't
supposed to
in it.
say that.
Okay.
That's why your picture went away.
Mine?
See, you
Yep.
over here
See,
committing
that was a
blasphemy.
sign.
Why?
That
I
was a
mean,
sign right there.
You over
well,
here committing
somebody.
That was a
blasphemy. See,
that was a
we
sign,
started
Brenda.
out good and then
Look,
we whoosh.
All right, I'm just gonna hush because I feel like I'm doing God's work, and these people keep stopping me. I'm just trying to flutter all around. Just
Do your work, baby. Do God, whatever
do
God
these
gives
things.
you.
oh, Miss
It's
Star,
so
no, no,
hard
Miss
trying
Star.
to work around these
You don't
people.
know what's going on, Miss Star. No.
Listen, Ms. Renee, thank you so much for your time and for having me be a part of this
Right. I'm about to exit
lovely
stage left with
experience this
Tiara.
evening.
I'm
I thank
so
you for having a very fruitful
serious. Yep. Thank
conversation.
you,
We
Miss Renee.
appreciate you to the moon and back for all that you do. And I'm going to leave. I'm
uh
going
Bye,
to go.
Peter.
I'm
Y'all have
leaving
an
too. Go
amazing.
ahead, Brenda. Go
All right
ahead,
now,
Brenda,
let's
and
go
have your
deep. Y'all
conversation.
have a
You got
wonderful
that.
night.
Have
I'm
I
a good
love y'all.
evening,
done.
Peace
y'all.
and blessings.
Okay.
Thank you for having
All
me.
right. Love
I'm
y'all.
done.
Bye.
Tara,
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Tara,
It's
where
all
you?
about hateration and it's dancery.
Yeah,
What I do?
they so crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
And then that was three.
Well, I guess that's the end of the women's roundtable. I
Uh
guess
oh,
that
because you have company.
no. Hold on.
I'm just throwing out. What do I do?
Just do whatever your heart desires. It's all in fun.
Yeah, no, I'm just that was just one commentary though. I hope she does another one because it was cool, but we needed, you know. I didn't even stay for the whole thing, but it was fun. So I'm ready for Buddy Lee's BBW competition though. That should be cool.
When is that?
I think he said in March, so we're ready.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
It,
It's gonna be a lot going on in
it'll
March.
bring something nice to YouTube besides all the drama. It's so much drama on YouTube.
I know, and I like it. And so a lot of people, things happening. So next month, I think that Ness and Mahaya are doing some kind of rap contest. I don't know what it entails. I'm trying to find it to share it out. I saw it somewhere. So that's happening. I
Yeah,
know that
that's
Benzone is doing a jeans challenge, a sexy jeans challenge. I don't know what else. There's a lot of stuff going on. So it's coming. It's
oh,
coming. So that's already three things that we know about. So that's good. And people win, but good money. So I'm excited about
yeah,
it.
I be on YouTube, but I'm not no YouTube fanatic like that. I don't be on YouTube like all the time. Uh,
Hmm.
I mainly try to catch YouTube if you on live. Sometimes I'll be in other people live every now and then. I know Miss Renee live is going to be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but every now and then I catch it. But I'm just not no social media person like that. I really don't know what is God is a reader or something.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought she was a reader. Is Tiara a reader?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. And you are also, right?
No, ma'am. But Blended is. Blended is a
Oh,
reader.
blended. Okay, that's right. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, blended. I knew it was one of the two. Okay.
Mhm. So where was they with the answer the door? I think. Hey, Jamal, where you been? Pudding pop.
Hey, Jamel.
He ain't been hitting panels or nothing. Jamal, what you up to, Jamal? No, D Chef, absolutely not. No, sir. Nope.
I got to figure out why mine charging, but my battery is started going down. It's not charging.
I hate when that happens.
And this is a new charger.
Mm, 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 mm. Okay, hold on. I'm singing the song. Now he wants a party in my city. Nobody, Jamal. I just had me some tea this time. I'm telling you, I'm about to turn in early. Look at Miss Renee. Miss Renee left me all by myself. What, Jamal, what are you even talking about? Hmm? I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. How you been, Jamal? Why you not I haven't seen you on any panels. What's go- what's hot what's popping? Speak of the devil. Oh, hey, Jamal.
What's up, shorty?
What's popping, baby? You good?
How you doing, shorty?
Did you miss me, Jamal?
Yeah, I miss you. I'm waiting till you open New York up, so I come through, you shorty.
Almost got another year. Almost
Nah,
time.
you got me effed up, shorty.
Where you been, Jamal?
um, so basically my phone, like, you barely can hear me, you feel me? So my phone messed up, so I gotta get a new phone. So my phone cut probably cost like 180 probably. So yeah, I'll probably get
Oh,
that
we
next.
oh
Say again?
no, I'm sorry to hear that. Your phones be driving you crazy, huh?
Yeah, I don't mess with phones. I mean, I use phones for music and stuff. You know what I mean? That's why I use my
Yeah.
phones, music. And I don't get nobody calls me, nobody call my phone, you know what I mean? So I just keep it going. Save my money up,
Nobody
you know what I
calls
mean?
you?
Nobody calls my phone, nobody texts me, nobody say I
Jamal,
love you,
I can have
nothing.
to go back 'cause I don't know what I did with your number, so I'll call you, Jamal.
You gonna call me?
Yeah, 'cause I'll be wondering where you at sometimes. So give me that. I had your number before, but I don't know what I did with it.
Yo, I got so many phones, I got so many numbers, you know what I mean?
What
Everybody
what,
want
what are you even talking about, Jamal?
you
You
said
got
what
so
I'm
many
talking
phones,
about?
you said your phone don't work.
Yeah, I got so many phones. You know what I did? I overcharged my phones. That's what I be doing. Like when I be leaving my house, when I go to work and stuff, I make sure
Mhm.
my phone's on 100%. So when I be doing that, it overcharged, so it be dying like that. Like I kill the battery out.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's my situation. Hey, what's up,
Oh.
everybody in the chat? What's up? What's up?
We're done, Tierra. I was just waiting for Miss Renee to come back so we can end it.
No, we're not ending nothing.
Oh,
We
yeah.
ending
Oh,
like
yeah. Oh, yeah, we
I'll
are.
I'll bite your neck.
My neck is also closed.
No, it's not.
Bishop,
I
what
got
is your problem? Bishop, do you want to hit the panel? Did you have enough yesterday?
if D Chef hit if D Chef hit the piano,
Ooh.
it's gonna be some real fire.
Um,
No, we're
I
not
want,
fighting tonight.
I want.
Hello, Miss Renee.
I think she's talking to her daughter.
Okay,
You
okay.
business, Buddy Lee. This is big.
Hey yo, Buddy Lee, make a new
What's
song,
up,
homie.
Jamel?
Hi, Miss Renee. I miss you, shorty.
I mean, she
Oh,
too shorty.
Yeah.
Do
I'm gonna
you
get a
do
bottle.
do do you want to tell Jay you miss her?
oh,
Jay, I miss your
Hold on,
voice, Jay.
hold on. Let me go back there.
oh.
Hold
Because your
on,
buddy said,
It's
hold
about
on. I'm finna go back there and I'm finna let you tell her. Hold on
uh-huh.
one
you know, to
second.
take me in the back for Jay.
Go. Okay, go
I
ahead.
feel you.
Hey, Jay, what's up, Jay?
Who is that? Hey, Jamel.
Yeah. You know
How
my
you
voice.
doing?
I'm all right. I'm chilling like a villain, you heard?
I hear you now. I hear you.
Yeah. And guess what, Guess what,
What?
Jay? I
What?
got jacuzzi heating up right now. I got
Oh,
You got
God.
jacuzzi heating up right now.
you got what heating up?
A jacuzzi.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, trying
Right.
to get in with me?
Who getting in it with you?
Me, you, Brenda.
Wait, huh?
Boy, look
Yeah,
at here.
jump in the jacuzzi. Yeah, get your best outfit.
Child, what is happening? See? She's trying to set us up. Yeah,
The
we
best
ain't
outfit.
going.
You feel me? Yeah, and I'm barbecuing. I'm barbecuing. No seasoning.
Oh
We don't
yeah,
want no thank you. I'm a pass on the no
I like getting
seasoning.
that.
man.
Uh,
Yeah, I
Mm,
believe I'm gonna pass too, cause man, we can't be
okay.
in there together. I ain't gay.
no, let me tell you something, shorty. I bet I got the food. I got the food right. All I need the short.
Okay.
All I need my shorties to cook the food right. And I'm at
Wait,
the
what?
yeah, all the shorties cook the food. I don't care what
How
y'all
you
cook.
inviting us
I got
somewhere
the
and we
food.
gotta
You
cook
feel
the
me?
Okay,
That's what
so
I
non-seasoned
got.
it's
food?
40 wings for
Hmm?
I want a wing. I heard that, damn it.
yeah, but it's
Yeah, barbecue
Damn,
food,
let's
baked
off that wing
beans.
part. Y'all look at y'all
Yeah,
getting ready to eat. I'm
potato
hungry now.
salad.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, potato salad and some salad and stuff. And guess what else I got? I got a birthday cake just for all of y'all. Yep, got a birthday cake just for y'all.
No. Did you tell Robin happy birthday yesterday?
Say, yeah, yeah, I was there. He turned 55.
Would you leave Robert alone? Yeah, non-seasoned food that we have to cook at an event that we were asked to come to. I don't want no parts of it.
Yeah,
Nobody
no,
asked you to.
you could cook. You could cook all the shorties. Y'all could cook all the food, right?
No, thank you.
It's a
I'd
party
rather
in my
just keep
city. You
food
heard?
and
It's a
relax.
party in my city. I got my shorties cooking my food. And they got the jacuzzi heating up. You feel me? Yeah, the fireworks. Yeah, and at the end of the night, yeah, it's a boat ride. Yep, I got the boat too.
He said bland and ghetto.
Yeah,
Miss Star, if you bring the potato salad, I'll go because that's probably the only thing I eat.
but we got no seafood. We ain't got no pork. All right, shorty.
You just want to ruin everything I want to eat. And I
Nah,
don't
I'm
say
not.
anything about your
Okay,
chicken
yeah,
boxes.
yeah. I had to tell her what my wings are, honey. Yes.
Nobody cares, Miss Renee. It's
I
good.
got all the seasoning. I got seasoning. I got seasoning too. You know what I mean? On the boat.
No, now don't bring in seasoning because before you said it was no seasoning. You're just doing
I
that to
don't
get us.
use. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't use seasoning, right? I use
Well,
seasoning at the end. You feel
that is
me?
a terrible life.
I gotta make sure my food's already cooked. They're not seasoning at the end. That's what I do.
That is
I don't
that
season
is
it while I'm cooking it.
that is
No, I don't do that. I
ridiculous.
gotta make sure my food is always cooked. At the
What
end,
does
then
that
I
have to
season.
do with seasoning, Jamel?
Say what?
What does one have to do with the other?
Because it's the tech the texture and the taste.
No,
You want
no, that's what
you don't
you
know
are
me.
making that up. You
You
made
don't
that
know
up,
me. Don't know me.
Jamel.
It's my way
Seasoning
or the
doesn't stop
highway.
your food from cooking all the way through. It doesn't make it cook all the way through any faster or slower. You're making that up.
Well, let me tell you how I get down. You feel me?
No.
I cook the food all the way through, and it's gonna be fully cooked. Then we're gonna season the food. You feel me? We're gonna season the meat and stuff.
I'm not doing any of it because I'm not touching that chicken. Yes, Star, we're going to uninvite him to his own event.
No,
Thank you. I think that's a
cook
great
your own
idea.
food. The grill. I got two grills. I got two grills. Cook your own food at the same time. Cooking my food. You feel me? So everybody be
He
happy.
said he got two grills. Okay.
You're
Two
not even
grills.
cooking. You just said the shorties want to. Well, nobody wants to cook your unseasoned chicken.
No, I'm gonna cook my food. You gonna cook everybody else's food. You the chef, and everybody, all the shorties are the chefs. All right. Yeah, it's a party in my city. And Jay, yeah, that jacuzzi gonna be hot. Jacuzzi gonna be hot. And guess what? I got people who do massages too.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
Jamil.
yeah. Get your feet rubbed, get your back rubbed down and stuff. Yeah, and we got
Oh,
margaritas too. We got margaritas too for y'all, just for the
there is no
females.
seasoned food, buddy. That's the problem.
We got margaritas for the females. Yep. If you say which grill, hey
There is no one,
yo,
buddy.
hey yo, I got a grill for the shorties. I got a grill for the men. You know what I mean? Because you know how the girls get stingy and stuff. You know what I mean? Girls get real stingy with food.
Yeah, since when are you having an event?
I got
Hey,
an event right
Voodoo.
now.
I didn't see
I got
you
an
in the
event
chat.
right
My
now.
bad, Voodoo. Hey, handsome.
Now all of a sudden Tierra's Tierra, when did your event start?
Yeah. And Tierra,
Buddy,
and
stop that.
Tierra, we got the iced coffees good too. The iced coffees got iced coffees too. Yup. And the cups and straws. Whipped cream, yeah, got that too. Yep.
Now you want to have whipped cream and everything for coffee, but
Yeah.
um, but you don't want to but you don't want to season the food.
No, I'm my. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna do my part. You do your part, and everybody gonna be happy.
I'm gonna show up. That's my part.
Hell yeah, with your baby suit on too.
Oh, I bet.
Everybody gotta have every shorty gotta have their baby suit on. Yep. I'm trying to get another jacuzzi. You know the jacuzzi? How much the jacuzzi costs? It costs $2,500. 2,500.
Are you just getting like a blow up
Nah,
one?
I'm
Cause
getting.
like,
I went to
what kind?
I went to Home Depot. I went to Home Depot and then I paid 2,500 for a jacuzzi because you know what I mean. Where I'm at, it's cold,
You
but
could have
it's
had
it's
caterers.
like
Hey,
it's jacuzzi.
welfare. We getting ready to end. Did none of this is making sense, Jamel. You could have had
Brenda,
caterers.
I don't
What?
care if it didn't make sense, Brenda. I said what I said, Brenda.
You could have just rented. Like this is too much. You could have
Hey,
got
Warfare.
Just bring
Hey,
your body. That's all you
handsome.
gotta do, Brenda. Just bring your body.
Nightbot. You are very disrespectful. I don't know what happened to you.
No, I'm
You could just
demanding.
warfare
That's it.
tell
I'm
if you want
demanding,
to
not
dance.
disrespectful.
That's not nice.
Demanding. Just bring.
Nightbot is a
Just
robot.
come. Just come
Yeah, but
hungry and bring your body.
he's
You
very
heard?
smart now.
Miss Renee, how is you feeling today, Miss Renee?
I'm feeling good.
Honestly,
Yeah,
that nothing about that sounds okay.
yeah.
It
I got some.
sounds like leg poisoning he's
Hey,
offering down
Miss
there.
Renee, I got this guy, and you for just for you and Jay. I got a guy who massage both your bodies at the same time. You
You
heard?
got a guy?
I got a guy. I got a guy. He gonna massage both.
No,
He
no,
gonna
that
massage
sounds
your body
very
and Miss J
no.
body. You feel me? Yup. Y'all
A
gonna have a good
guy?
time. And we got margaritas for
No,
y'all too on ice.
that's
On
very ghetto.
ice.
No,
Hey
got a
Brenda,
guy.
you know what,
What?
Brenda? You disrespectful.
This is like who is this that you got like as a guy? Like you got Pete. You know a guy named Pete who'll come and massage them both for $50. Like we're not doing
Hey
that.
Brenda, I got
No.
a Jamaican guy just for you to massage your body. How about that? He's Jamaican. He
What
gonna massage your body. This will
are
shut you up.
you finding random
Yeah,
Jamaican
this shut
people to
you up.
massage you?
He's
That's
Jamaican. He gonna
absolutely a
massage your
no.
body.
He's not going to touch anything. Okay, he will find the end of his life expeditiously if he touches me.
And I got this girl. She does nails and stuff and does hair. So
How do you
yeah.
just know all these random people? Who are these people?
Hey, I told you it's a party in my city, shorty.
This sounds like a chop shop event. We don't want it.
Sound like a party to me. It's a party in my
Okay.
city. Yeah. Happy birthday to me. Real shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ross.
Could y'all sub to those channels that I just put out there?
Mm,
Everybody that's in the chat.
I'm sorry, Miss Renee.
Trey
I'm not
Vlog.
subscribing to nobody
Yes, I'm here. Trey Vlogs
anymore.
here. Hi, Miss
Okay.
Renee.
Who the fuck is you?
Here we go.
Fuck is you?
Jamel, be nice. That's Trey Vlogs. You know who that
Oh,
is.
what's up, Trey? What's up, Trey? I ain't see
Mr.
your
Nate's
name.
too busy getting chicken wings to worry about us.
What's good, Trey?
What's
What
good,
was
Jamel?
this
How
your
you
first
doing, Miss
time
Renee?
over? Is this your first time over at the Grown Folks Lounge? Welcome, welcome, Trey.
What's the growth for? What's this about?
You, wait, do you not know Miss Renee?
I don't know, Miss Renee. I just decided to click on.
Oh
It's
my
in
God,
the link.
you just come right to the panel, huh? Yeah, this is the Grown Folks Lounge, Miss Renee. This is actually was ladies' night, but we're done. But welcome.
Ladies' night. What ladies' night about?
This the
It's
after
it's a
part.
it's a round table talk. We had good conversation. We were
Well,
talking about teens
since
and
it's over, I got something to talk about. I got something to talk
oh,
about too.
sound
I
like
got
you
something to
planning
talk
to
about.
see.
Hey, let me talk. All right. So basically, right, I got something to talk about, right? I
I'm
think
sorry. Who
everybody
was that
should have,
talking to me? Buddy Lee?
you should
No,
have
that's two vlogs.
over
Come on. I'm not
20,000
Buddy Lee. Come on, Miss Renee.
Who is that? I can't see.
That's right.
I think
I'm
everybody
Trey.
should have over
The most
twenty
hated
thousand dollars in a
Trayvon.
big bank savings
I
account.
cannot.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about savings
Oh my
accounts.
lord.
Buddy
Yeah,
Lee is the
everybody
biggest
should have
pimp
twenty
on
thousand
YouTube.
in a savings account. If you
Keep
don't
on
got
with
that,
your business.
work on to it because that's credit. You know
Oh,
what I mean? Get
Jamila,
some
you
credit,
talking? I'm sorry.
credit.
What?
Yeah, I'm talking about credit and savings accounts. Let's talk about that.
Oh God.
What are you talking about, Jamel?
Saving, you should have $20,000 in your savings account, and you should your credit score should be over 30.
I'm out of here. I can't with this guy. I'm out of here.
What? But wait, you leaving? Wait, Jamel, Miss Renee, we should end. I don't know what's happening here.
Well,
Brenda, hey Brenda, you slow
no,
all the way down,
no,
Brenda.
no, no. Listen. Let's
How you
talk.
been disrespecting
I
me
want to
and
entertain him a
putting
little
me
bit.
on
I
every
want
time
to
I come
entertain
on?
him a little bit.
Yeah. Hey Trey Boggs, yo, I had your back, had my back, bro.
That's right,
When
bro,
did you
bro.
have this plan?
Yeah,
When?
bro. So Brenda, you should have $20,000 in your savings account, and your credit score should be over 30,000.
It
30,
is
30,
definitely over 30.
30.
My credit
Yeah,
score
over.
definitely over 30.
I said
And
what I
also,
said.
you send me
You
some
ain't
money.
cut me
Then.
off.
Do you have 20,000 in your savings account, Jamel?
Shit, I got 18.
You a lying wonder. You didn't even
Hold
send
on,
me a
hold on.
dime
He even
for
sent
this.
you no money for your contest.
No, he did not, Trey. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Hey Trey. Hey, bro. I bought a jacuzzi, bro, for 2,500, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got a jacuzzi. I got two grills. You feel me? I got the food. I'm about to bring all the shorties to me. You feel me?
I feel you.
I
Yeah, it's a
can't make it,
party. You know what I mean? But
unfortunately. I'm not able to
yeah,
attend.
I told Brenda and all the shorties to bring their body and be hungry when they come through. You know what I mean?
I
When
don't
is
think I'm
Yeah,
Brenda
gonna
coming?
come.
Is Brenda gonna show up?
I can't make
don't
it.
worry
New
about
York is
Brenda.
closed, so unfortunately.
Bring hey Trey Balls, bring your
Sierra,
girl.
cut it out, right?
Bring your girl.
No, I know that. I'm just saying. She fits in that bed.
Yeah, hey Trey Balls, bring your girl, and we're gonna have a party. You feel me? I'm gonna have all my shorties. You have your girl, and everybody's gonna come through, all meet together and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I
You
have a
listen
It's
question
a
for you,
to
sir.
party.
get
Where have you been, sir? Why have you disappeared?
What
that's
happened?
what I feel.
I was making some money just to get my credit score up.
So how
What?
much is your
That's why
credit
you were
score?
gone? Did you have to
My
sit and
credit
watch
score is
your
at
credit
it's at
score?
19 something.
What?
Come on, Jamel, stop with the nonsense. How much is your credit score? Like 650,
I just
seven
told
hundred?
you. You asked me a question. I just told you my shit at 19 right now. You heard? I could
Oh,
buy I could buy a house or I could buy a car.
so are you buying Miss Brenda a house?
I
Wait,
ain't
what?
buying Brenda nothing.
You
God
supposed
damn!
to.
Don't say that. Don't say it like that to me. What I do
Well,
to
how
you,
come you don't
Jamel?
want to buy Miss Brenda
Damn,
anything?
Brenda,
Yeah.
whatever I got
What
is
is it?
yours. You feel me, Brenda? Whatever I got is yours. You gotta realize that. You feel me?
What do you
I
marinate
got
unseasoned food in, Buddy Lee?
whatever
Oh,
I
my
got
In,
bad,
in
y'all.
the
is share is share.
unmarinated marination. Well, what is like what? Buddy Lee, get
Miss Renee,
Jamel.
how are
You
you,
just
Miss
said
Renee?
I don't feel safe. With what you just said, Jamel. No, thank you.
All right, bet. You're lost.
You
You're
said
lost.
who am I? Did you just ask me that?
Yeah,
I
you
never.
did.
Can you tell me what your platform is about?
What?
Um,
Yeah, this is very ignorant. I gotta tell
H
you.
Trey Vogs. Basically,
it's
me
it.
and
Hold on. Why are you
Brenda.
calling me ignorant? I don't. This is the first time.
I said, no, I didn't say you were ignorant. I said, like, it's just, why would you? No, nothing. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Miss Renee. I'd answer.
Brenda, why you always doing that,
So
Brenda?
so this is your first time on my
No, you can
platform?
listen. Mhm.
I've been in the bushes like 3 times.
No, 25 times.
Oh,
So you all about black empowerment, talking to the
What?
people.
Well, I'm about having parties
Mm,
and having all my shorties around me.
I'm most definitely about black empowerment.
Nah, hey, Trey Vogs. Yo, one time, right, in the summertime, right? And Miss Renee say, fuck y'all black niggas. She say,
She
fuck y'all
actually said
niggas.
that. Miss Renee,
She
tell me
say,
you
Mm.
fuck
didn't say
y'all
that.
niggas.
I mean, I will say it. I don't have a problem with
She
saying it.
did say it. She said, "I'm tired of y'all black people." She said, "Y'all can't get right. Y'all don't
Yeah,
do right.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
tired of
I
y'all."
most definitely said that.
Malcolm X didn't call us the N word. He used the word Negro.
Miss Renee said, "I don't give a fuck about y'all motherfuckers. Y'all retarded."
I
See,
love
y'all
these
can't think right.
understanding.
Y'all can't
She can say
move
what
right.
she wants
I'm
to
tired
because
of
she's
y'all.
grown, and this is her
We
platform.
can't continue to put down our people.
It's the
Our
black men.
people.
She
No, I want to hear this. Go ahead. Say it
Miss
now.
Renee said, "Y'all
No, wait a
black
minute,
men."
Jamel. Wait a minute. I want to hear what he about to say. Go ahead.
Miss Renee, when
Huh?
you said that last year, you should apologize to the black community because Malcolm X.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because sometimes you black people act like niggers. So,
I love this.
I call it as I see it.
Right.
Because if
Yes,
y'all wasn't out here
indeed.
acting like niggers, then we won't be having the killings. We won't be having the envy. Nobody wouldn't be jealous of the next person. So yeah, I'm gonna call you what you is. You're niggers. Yeah,
Is
and
Mm-hmm.
it?
and and
Are
until
we acting like
until
niggers, or is there a lack of opportunity in the black community?
well, we already done tried that right there, the Malcolm X thing and the Martin Luther King thing. We don't try it all that right there. And what
Stokey
have it
called
got us?
Michael.
Who?
Stokey called Michael.
Yeah, him too.
Right. Lack
Yeah.
of opportunity doesn't make you act ignorant.
Yeah, because and half of the black people, that's what half of the black community is doing. So I'm not saying all black community, the whole community. I'm not saying the whole. It's just half of them. It's just the half
One.
ones just making the ones that are doing right look bad.
So why not blame the parents? Because it starts from the home. If the
Well,
home is
damn it!
Fact,
You know what?
fact.
I like you now because I was just about to give you the business, but I decided not to because you just said a key word. And that's what I've been saying for the whole time. It starts at home and it starts with the parent. Thank you for making me feel good. Now I like you.
Yeah,
oh, so
maybe you should use it.
you get ready to curse me out.
Now I'm gonna curse you out. I'm just gonna tell you how I felt. But now I can bite my tongue because you said some shit I've been saying the whole time. Yeah,
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, most definitely.
No, what are you
So what
doing?
are you doing to contribute to the black community? Since
Oh,
you're
I'm
saying
glad
that,
you asked that.
yeah.
I do a lot. Feed the homeless,
Oh, you feel the homeless? Okay.
take in those that don't take in kids that need somewhere to stay.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
I do a lot. What do you do?
I protect and serve my community every single day.
Let's go. Let's go, Trey.
Shut up, Jamel. Um,
Bite your neck.
so what do you do? What you mean? I mean, explain to me.
I'm not at liberty to disclose my profession, but here's the thing. Growing up in New
Mm-hmm.
York City, I was raised in the church. We had a soup kitchen. We had a kitchen where people actually came in. We gave them food. We fed them. We gave them clothes. We did all that stuff. And I was also in Sunday school on Sunday, Friday too, every single week.
Okay, okay. Well, I have a men's round table, and it's every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. So maybe you can come over to the men's round table and have a conversation with the grown men on the men's round table. You
But
might
here,
mm-hmm.
bring some good value to it.
Mm-mm.
also, when I was in New York City, I protected children. I was in foster care. There's a family court on Jamaica Avenue. Well, I was in there 24/7 representing foster children.
I like that. Mm, I really do like that. Hey,
Hey,
Kiwi,
Kim.
beautiful. I
And Miss
like that.
Renee,
Hmm?
Miss Renee, guess what I did? I
What
took
did you
the
do?
I had an open swimming pool open for the kids for the summertime. Over the summertime.
Oh my God.
he just gave
Oh
he just
my
gave me the The Jamel,
No.
don't make me call Jay on you.
Nightbot, I'm giving it Nightbot. You gotta stop.
Yes,
Mm-mm.
yes, I did. Yes, I did. And guess what we had? We had burgers, French fries, and chicken boxes for the kids. Yes, I did.
Most hated. See, that's why
See,
we
that's
need
why
people. They need people like you because you see, Jamel. Can you help him?
No, it's
Oh,
impossible.
oh, it's
Hold
okay.
on. I ain't helping. I ain't helping no man on this earth. I ain't helping no man on this earth. If
who was
it
that
ain't kids
before?
or female, I ain't helping. If you're a female and kids, I help. You a man, I ain't helping you. For real, for real.
Okay. Now that oh, child, what just happened, Jamel? We got company. I'm gonna need you not to be acting like that because you already know. You already know what they're gonna do to you,
Miss
Jamel.
Renee, I don't like how you talking to me right now, Miss Renee. You gonna tell me that you gonna bring somebody up and I gotta act right? How about they gotta act right around me? How about that? You tell them to act right around me. Instead of me trying to act around, be nice to other people. Tell them to be nice to me. How about that, Miss Renee? Before I have to throw them out the window. How about that?
Nobody's throwing
Um,
anybody out the windows. Well, Miss Renee, it's been 2 hours. You ready to shut this down? I know you're tired.
Brenda,
You
here
got
you go again, Brenda. There you go
Brenda,
again with
what?
Brenda,
that. Right there,
Brenda, why
Brenda.
are you so quick to
Brenda,
What?
shut
what's
it
wrong
down?
with you? What is wrong with you, Brenda?
Jamel, why
What's
are
wrong
your
with you, Brenda?
voice? Mm,
What is wrong with you, Brenda? I agree with Jamel.
okay. Mm,
Why are you so quick to shut it down? I just met
y'all see
Miss
what you got?
Renee.
I'm not on
Miss
my
Renee
other
look like
phone.
a educated black lady.
Hey yo, Trey Voggs. Brenda's like that type of female, right? You go out, right? And she's like, let's go home
Go ahead,
early.
Yeah,
go ahead,
yeah,
Jamel.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I would,
She be like,
morning,
my feet
Yeah,
is hurting.
yeah.
I just want to go home.
sure
Yeah, let's
would.
go home. I seen everything. Let's go home.
Yeah,
Like we didn't get drunk or nothing. We didn't get tipsy or nothing. Let's go home.
I'm being
Like
married.
yo, we just
And
Listen,
cut.
she the type of person. You take her out, she be
keep
like,
going, guys. Just
I
keep
want to
going.
go home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go
Look,
Jamel.
home.
so at this point, I'm gonna have to cut this part out. But a minute,
let's,
you two
let's
men
go,
are
Miss
up
Renee.
on the panel
Let's
because
see who's
this is
going to
the
keep going.
had you read the my
Huh?
room, you would know that it was the women's round table. Yeah,
But
so I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
oh,
go and edit y'all out of it. But
I
but we
wanna
gonna
I wanna know something too. Why y'all females,
oh
women,
God.
are so disrespectful to
uh
men?
I'm
Why are
gonna
y'all
show you how
so
I'm gonna
disrespectful?
Jamel. I mean I love you and
I love
everything, Jamel, but I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Miss,
Yep. All
Okay.
right. And it's been a great night.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, we can leave early. So fun. Right, Voodoo. Right. There's more fun to be had at home. Correct. I could stay out all night. Shit, I'm tired.
You got to close the argument, Brenda.
Um, no, this was a great conversation, Miss Renee. This was a
Yeah.
great panel tonight. We thank you to all the ladies who thought in our robbery to come up and sit on the panel. We had a full panel tonight of women who expressed their ideas, their concerns, let down their guards, and were transparent about depression, about how they felt going through COVID, and just speaking to issues regarding children, raising children in this age, and seeking to their mental health. So we appreciate everybody who came up and shared tonight. Thank you,
Right.
Keely.
And as always, if y'all don't know, on Tuesdays we have the men round table at 7, and Wednesdays are the women's round table. So we do appreciate those who came in and who do support the round table, and that um I hope that y'all can get it out there for us. Let spread the word. Let everybody know about the round table. If I don't go live any other time, I definitely will go live Tuesdays and Wednesdays for the round table. And as always, we ask for everybody that come in, if you could, hit the panels on both nights, on the men or the women, hit the panel, give us your views on the topic that we may be talking about that night. And then if you're not sub to me, make sure you do sub to Brenda. Yes, 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 because everything goes down in the Paradise Island. I'm saying it wrong, but I meant it to
I
say
know
it right.
she just you doing that on purpose.
I most
Hey,
definitely.
everybody, please. Hey, hi, airtime. Hey, everybody. Salute, salute, baby.
I most definitely is saying it. You know. Uh,
She's like, this is, if you, anything you want to do, just go over there. It happens on the island. Like, wait a minute. Hold on.
oh yeah, I'm so sorry. It's like as soon as we about to shut down, it's like everybody
Just
want
get
to. I got.
tired.
I mean, you see the numbers. The numbers is going up now. That
Right. What's happening?
where were
Right.
y'all at when we was having this good old conversation?
Well, we had a good one today. It'll be better next week, but we're definitely not talking about Valentine's Day because they shut me down already.
I know we definitely gonna talk about Valentine's. So
You're gonna come up here in the live
now
and say
everybody
something
want to
about
come in when we
Valentine's
we
Day.
we ending the live.
All right. All right, Miss Renee, I love you. You got this. Y'all please make sure that y'all send Miss Renee a whole lot of love throughout the next week. You know, she's gonna need it. Just send a little love. It's not like Epstein's Island voodoo. No. God, see what you did, Miss
wait,
Renee.
wait. Let me share the Paradise Island link. Yes, most definitely. I have to. Yeah,
They're gonna
yeah.
be calling it Fire Island. Warfare K, not so much on the smiley, the laughing emojis, okay? Oh, I can't.
It's anything goes over there, over there.
It's absolutely y'all can go over there and do anything.
As always, y'all know y'all can drop y'all links. Y'all can drop anybody that comes in here is welcome to drop your link. You don't have to ask. That's why you have a wrench. So you can drop your link. You don't have to ask. Do it at any time. We all network together. We support everybody. You
Thank
know.
you. And hold
But
on, let me
until
just say
next
something.
time.
Miss Renee is back at 1K. Oh, let me shut up.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
back at 1K. But for how long? We might not need to
You know,
talk about it because
that's why I stopped mentioning it because
yeah.
I just these people are weirdos.
Yeah, they'll unsub from me and drop me back down to 9. So
They
yeah,
what?
so we ain't gonna talk about it because my last when I first got to 1,000, it got up there and they just stopped unsubbing to me and it dropped me all the way back down. So I see it's back to 1K again. For how long I don't know. Yeah.
Well, we're here now. All the way up. Nothing can stop us. We all the way up. Young MIA. Young MIA, I gotta talk to you later. You were acting up over MIA's panel. I don't know.
Oh Lord.
He was up on the
Uh-oh.
panel when they were talking about Mo 3. Now what Miss Renee, I don't understand. These people just they are ill behaved. But I like you, young MIA, so it don't matter.
Young
You,
am I?
you did your job. You
Hey
wasn't
boo.
acting up? Okay, young MIA. I said, what is he doing up there? And they talking about the Mo 3 saga. It's not a good time to be on Mayor's panel. It goes down over there, okay? He was
And I
on
hope y'all
green.
been so kind to hit Miss Renee on like button. Thank you
Please.
guys. I appreciate it.
All right, let's get out.
Yes. Is
Drop
anybody going
in.
live?
Nope.
Oh,
Let me
I
try
guess we
to show
done
you
for the
how to
night.
get in.
Oh, okay. But as always, if nobody told y'all they love you today, know that Miss Renee love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I thank those who rock out with me. Those who take the time out to come in this chat and chat with me. I appreciate y'all. If it wasn't for you guys, there's no Miss Renee. Until next week, I'll see you guys later. And be safe. And we out this bitch. Wait, 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 wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot. I'm professional, when I'm on the round table. But no, everybody have a good night, and I'll see y'all guys later.
As always, if nobody ever told y'all they love you today, know that Miss Renee is saying, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I thank those who rock with me, come and sit in this chat with me, even if you ain't here for 2 minutes. The idea that you had the thought to come in and chat with Miss Renee. I love you all. I appreciate y'all. And I tell you, I wouldn't trade